useful. I feel like. Do you? I don't know. Now, what's your opinion?
I mean, before he has a stroke, I think that it went nowhere.
Do you see what we're doing right now?
I see what we're doing.
No. And the people are watching that.
They're seeing.
And they're going to say, no, it went somewhere. We know you guys are idiots.
It's going somewhere now.
No, you guys were idiots. I think they're going to say these kids need...
You sound so closed off, bro. I don't know.
Who?
You sound very closed off right now.
I'm not closed. I'm telling you. Why am I closed off?
Just let the people judge.
Yeah, exactly. You're saying... Just like,
well, you want to make a bet,
so
that's the bet.
So what's the bet?
If the people think my side...
Pick your side and say that you were more...
Larry, you were right.
But your bet isn't that we were right. What's your side of the bet? What's your bet?
You think you're right?
I don't give a shit whether I'm right or wrong.
I didn't say that. So don't take it like that.
I know. I think that...
I don't give a shit if I'm right or wrong.
I think the comments are going to be that you guys act...
Don't touch anything. It's the greatest find yet. Nothing compares to it.
But it's definitely something you should hear.
This is The Real Deal with Larry Lawton.
Larry Lawton. We know that name. The last name is Lawton, everybody. So we are here.
Good jokes. That was a good rebuttal.
In studio, we are having a ball here. We got Nick at the board, of course, and we got Jameson. And Jameson is my nephew's stepson.
We've seen him, twice before?
You've been on twice already, right?
It's my third time.
I like when you're on, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You can.
We do have fun, you know? Yeah. I love to hear the perspective of a younger person. And he's underage to smoke a cigar. That's all I'll say. So he's not going to smoke a cigar because I don't break the law.
That's a good way to put it.
And but anyway, we've been in here, and it's been a long night because it took Nick 2 hours to set the show up. Nah, I mess with Nick. Nick is doing a good job. That's all I'm going to say.
As I almost just spilt an entire cup of water on the $900 board we make money with.
Wow.
That would have been bad, guys.
We're going to get you. I am going to say first, everybody, I would like to thank my sponsor. Look at my shirt, people. Oliva in the house. They are here as a sponsor, and they're all over our office. Love everybody there. I really do. That's the greatest company to work with. It's casual. You go down into their cigar lounge. We have meetings in a cigar lounge, smoking cigars, drinking wine.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way to have a meeting. But they're our sponsors. We are here today, everybody, to talk with Jameson and Nick. And here's why. There's about a decade difference in age between Nick and Jameson.
A decade?
Yeah.
Are you? Oh my God,
Nick,
you did not have to put it that way. Jesus Christ!
It's a decade.
9 years.
Holy no!
More.
It's a decade.
Oh yeah.
You want to hear this?
I'm
4 decades older than Nick.
Dude, when I look at you, I'm like, he's 26, probably. I mean, look at him. He's been banging testosterone. It looks like.
Nick has been messing with Jameson about because last time we seen him, he. Of course, he's growing up, man. He's got the eyebrows like a Neanderthal. He's got the eyebrows like a Neanderthal.
He said, "Who's your tech?"
Yeah.
No,
jealous.
Listen, you know, he's actually, just to give a little tease, he's helping me with lyrics for my rap song that's coming out. And it's going to come out. You know I'm late on everybody and everything. But we are here to talk about what's been going on in the world with an older guy like myself, then Nick is almost middle-aged, and then
dude, fucking chill out on me, bro.
Chill out.
Jesus Christ, I'm about to freak out again. And you don't have to be putting it this way. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling what you're saying, dude.
You know what I feel? A weak ass.
Good. I think I'm finally feeling it, dude. Like, that's why you hey, at dinners, he's like, hey, hey, waitress, what do you think my age is? He wants them to confirm he's younger. And now he's fucking telling everyone I'm 35, dude.
Not one person ever said I was my age.
Because they knew you were paying the bill.
That might be. But no, we're going to have a lot of fun today because we're going to be talking about 2 headlines that I read. And when I read these headlines, I thought, I got to know what young people think. Because we talked a lot today in shows with other people about Nick and voting and all that. Should you? And it really got good. You know, like, do you believe you should vote, Jameson?
There's a couple ways you can answer that question.
Oh no,
Well, answer it the way you want.
The way you want to answer, not your
Really,
mother
for
or
real.
anybody.
Because now that you just said the decade thing, I want to know. I
See?
didn't know we were that far
You don't
apart,
think I'm a
dude.
professional?
Yeah. But chill out on me, man. Jeez.
I mean, personally, I think that, if you're, as a regular person, if you're not involved in politics like that and you just simply don't give a shit, then no. But I don't think you should vote. No.
Are any of your friends voting?
Yeah, they do. But
A lot or?
yeah.
Okay.
most of them.
Let me go back to when I turned my age of voting age.
Wasn't it mandatory?
No, but you race to get your voting card.
Yeah, that's
And when you race to get because it was, first of all, it was another form of ID.
Right.
That they know you have to be 18.
Oh, really?
And 18 was the
I didn't know
drinking
this.
limit.
Do they
Could-
still give out voting cards?
Oh, yeah, I got one. Even though I can't vote.
Oh, cool. I like that. That's how I know everything's correct.
Do you guys vote? Do you vote?
I've never voted, no.
You know what? Oh,
That's
me?
why I'm so interesting on why you don't. Maybe that's why I asked if your friends
Right.
vote, because maybe it's
Out of,
dead. I don't know.
I don't. There's probably 2 buddies of mine that vote.
Okay, so the answer is
Yeah.
no.
I don't.
Oh,
vote.
okay,
I don't
because I
think
could
you
tell
should
you
vote.
that I have maybe 2 people I could guess that voted.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
They don't.
Like, yeah,
They
I
don't
don't-
post the I voted stickers.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are
yeah,
all, like-
but none of the people I know really vote.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even like that.
I
that
can't
matters.
vote
I
because
mean,
of my record, felon
But
record.
another thing is,
But I have more votes than you.
what does
My
that mean?
mom, I
okay,
vote
yeah.
for other people.
Well, so other than that one, who else?
Carol,
Come on, dude, be serious.
my cousin. Carol, my
Dude, you're
mom.
not swaying Carol. She's gonna be a grown woman and go vote for who she wants.
No, I swayed them all. They asked me to fill out. I shouldn't say that. So they asked my advice,
They asked your advice.
and I fill out the form for them. They don't check it.
So now, what I'm actually really, this is kind of something I was thinking about on the or whatever podcast you are hearing. I think it might be after this, but during that podcast with Cabby Bob, I was thinking like, when is the break? When are these people going to die? And what is going to change between us when the 35-year-olds get into office? Then will we vote, or like? Because I feel like a lot of us aren't voting,
Well,
but
I mean-
they have to die at some point, and people.
You
Are
gotta-
they still going to be old people?
You know what you're thinking?
Are they gonna
Nick?
be
You're
young
thinking
people?
that everybody, and this is not a down to either of you.
No, yeah.
You're thinking everybody's like you and thinking like you. There are young people. When I grew up at 18, I became a young Republican.
But this is now.
And I used to go
just
to
asked
convi-
his friend. You
I
know,
said that, but you're thinking everybody.
But you got to think though, Larry. Like
this
I
is
mean,
now 2 people who kind of know a lot of
If
people
you-
our age.
Okay, think about it. I mean, yeah, we're a decade apart, but we're more closer in age than both of us
Yeah,
are
yeah,
to
yeah.
you. So like,
Both of you combined are not my age.
We're kind of. I would say
Exactly.
we're in the same like culture.
yeah. Okay, so with that,
Actually, you guys aren't. A decade
I
is
said
when
a
they do.
culture.
Yeah.
Culture. I didn't say generation. I said
but you got to
culture.
think. So somebody like
Generation's
our age,
20.
you know, right
said
now
culture.
we don't relate to anybody that's like in the politics. Like we don't relate to the 70-year-old female that's running for president or Donald Trump or any of them.
She's 70.
No, she's younger than me.
No, not Kamala Harris. I'm just saying, like, you know,
Yeah,
Kamala Harris
I
is-
got it. I got
She
it.
was
I got
born
it,
in
yeah.
'64.
so she's.
I was like 70's young.
But what I'm
Good
saying
for
is,
us,
like you
dude.
said,
Yeah.
if the 35-year-old gets in office, you know, we'd have more to relate about.
If I
And
saw
he could
more
be-
35-year-olds,
then
I'd be like, let's
vote
get
because
it.
you know
dude.
he's
Yeah.
probably going to be talking about problems that we are more worried about than as if you know the 70-year-old that's trying to run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like that would probably bring more younger guys to.
Yeah. So
Again,
So do we think?
there are schools out there and areas out there that, let's say, the valedictorian and all the people in the school are politically motivated. We watch a YouTuber. I
Okay, but
forget
what
his name.
percentage?
What
of,
that kid's name?
What percentages of people in America that are in the senior year of their valedictorian that are going to college? That's absolutely not a grain in the bucket.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
What? First of all, you're wrong. There's
You think
more-
college get?
If your generation, let's just call it the 18 to 40, okay?
No.
Right? Oh, 18 to what?
Our generation, I feel like, is about. You called me 30, and I was like, "Am I done?
Yeah.
Am I done, dude?"
It's such.
I would never
I'm
even
having
reach
such
past
flashbacks.
35.
I never thought I'd hit 50.
I know, but
That was
there's
my
a
base.
such a like there is such a gap between me and a 35-year-old. There really is, bro. I cannot relate with
I
someone
disagree.
that's 35.
You're
I can relate to-
27. He is
I know, but
older
you
in
can't-
years than a
Larry, but
35-year-old.
You can't disagree because I'm saying that
To you. Okay.
Yeah.
But you're not into politics at all.
I'm not talking about politics right now. Even just if I
Just on
talk
a
to someone who's
day-to-day,
35 about music,
or anything.
like I feel like I'm the last one, or but I can't talk to a 35-year-old about SoundCloud rap. It's rock and roll. Bro.
How can I, at 62, talk to a kid about SoundCloud?
It's not. You're a very rarity. You're the oldest YouTuber on YouTube.
One of them.
That's what I just said. You're a grain in the bucket, just like the college kids. That one school is a
It's
grain
not
in
the
bucket.
school. If you go and right now let's go to legal age voters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Google it, 18 years old to 35, right?
I would cap out there.
I would like to know
little
how
old.
many 18 to 34-year-olds, not just vote, how many are there?
Yeah.
Then you could take,
35 to 100 or whatever.
well, you're going to split them up so they got a lot more. You got to stay in the same distance.
But I feel like
35 to 70.
I feel like everyone over 40 is definitely voting for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't know, and that's where you could step in and be
mean-
like, "No, you're wrong. They're not voting." I think they're all voting.
Most of them are.
I disagree. I mean, it depends on where you come demographic. I'm going to New York.
So then you can agree
As a matter of
that
fact,
me and
this
Jameson know people aren't
podcast
voting
is
in our
going up
age.
Friday. Just to let everyone know, I'll let you guys know this throughout the show. I am heading to the Bronx with Nick is driving and two other people, and we are going to a Met game, Atlanta game. We're sitting in section 337, I think, and nice box seats. And row whatever, and
I haven't.
you can't miss me.
Yeah, he's pretty loud. He's gonna be louder than the Empire.
Absolutely,
But come
not.
say hi. He's
I
a great guy, guys.
guarantee
He's not
I will be
6
back at the RV at the 6th or 7th inning.
Good. I can't. I've been to a few baseball games and I've never done 9. I just can't
No,
do it.
you go for
I like
hot dogs
hockey.
and you leave.
I like hockey, but after
Hockey's
that,
a great sport.
after
Does
that-
everybody out there know that my great cousin because my mother's cousin, is a Hall of Fame hockey player from
I
Canada?
always forget about that. Who is it?
Boom Boom Joffrion.
What a great name. Dude.
His name was Bernie
Boom,
Joffrion,
boom.
but he had the hardest
boom,
slap
boom.
shot in hockey, and he was a great
Until
goalie.
when?
Somebody, couple
I mean,
years,
they have to.
Yeah.
And that's
They're
because
bigger,
their
stronger, and
their
everything.
sticks, testosterone.
Okay, we're talking about voting. Do you want to vote?
No,
And you don't want to vote because you don't want to waste your time.
Well, no, ask him.
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I don't
I'm
know.
asking him.
Yeah, I don't want to vote. Waste your time and
What
It's-
can
it's kind of a
convince
joke.
you? What can convince you? If I was the government
and
I made Election Day a holiday, a federal holiday, everybody can't work, but they get paid. But you had to vote to get paid. Would you vote?
absolutely. I mean,
There you go.
I mean, you can't really say no to that. But if you're getting paid and you're not working, and I mean, you have to vote to be able to do that.
What I'm trying to get to is you guys, and you too, Nick, you can answer this. What can incentivize and I'm not knocking your generations, we screwed them up, is what can motivate you to vote? You don't look out long enough to say, well, we got to get a politician in there for the next 8, 12 years, get the debt down.
I mean,
or
if you
whatever.
got to think about it, if we're looking on a political life, I would want somebody that, speaks to me and has, good beliefs and is trying to do good shit for the country instead of, you know what I mean? And
What was the last news show you watched?
new show,
News.
just recently, a couple.
Oh, you did? You watched a full
I mean,
Trump-
it's been all
Trump
over
just
Trump-
got shot.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
everybody went to the news. Here's why I'm
Biden
gonna,
just dropped out. You know what I mean? Everything's
Matter of fact, that's our 2 great headlines, everybody. And I got these right off the top of my head. An attack on our democracy. That's exactly what the shot on Donald Trump was. And the second headline that came out of my head is Biden drops out of election. Is that amazing?
It is good. It was an electric week. That's why
I was there.
Do you think
It's
I've ever
electric.
touched a newspaper?
Yes.
No.
You pack out.
Do you think I ever looked at it? Do you think I ever put magnets on a newspaper? Look who you're talking to too, and look who put that shit up there.
Have you
That's
read
some
a newspaper?
history.
Do I read a newspaper?
Look
Not on
at
a
his
day-to-day
eyebrows.
basis.
Those bushes.
Did you see his eyebrows? They went to his
He said,
forehead.
newspaper?
Like my grandparents do, and I mean, when I was a kid, like I'd go get the newspaper. I never.
I just learned that they pay for it.
I still read the paper.
I thought
At
it
least
was-
read certain things.
Well,
was
yeah,
a
certain
tax
things
thing.
like like the local crime or like I
But you've
don't
never
know.
really done that.
Do you know who my brother is?
David.
David.
Yeah, I went fishing with him
Okay, David reads the paper.
Oh, you went? Oh,
on the boat.
David reads the
Thanks for
paper.
the invite,
oh,
guys.
you went to Minnesota
No, not on the fishing trip. He just came on the boat with Paul.
oh, nice.
We went,
just yesterday?
no. Like
Oh,
a
back
couple
when you were
months
here. I remember that. I thought you guys went out. I got to tell Paul you got to go out, Nick. You need to go out.
Yeah, sure.
And if you're bad that day, we leave you out there 20 miles.
Oh, so you're coming?
No.
So who's we?
You get on the fucking boat.
Yeah, get on the fucking boat.
Listen, I'm a boat captain, people. I'm retired
But how do I know?
Coast Guard.
I ain't never seen him. I haven't even
Do
seen
you know
him.
who taught Paul
I don't
how to
even
drive
know
a
if he
boat
can
and do everything?
swim.
You know who went to get the boat with Paul and inspected it?
So I want you to get on the boat and fish with us.
I did.
Do another
I
inspection.
don't like to fish. But I went out
You
with
can
him
drink.
to
You
huh?
can drink.
Yeah.
I don't even know if the man could swim.
Who?
You know?
You.
You.
Listen, I'm fat enough that I can float.
Or sink, you know?
Of course, I was it's bust on chop. And you want to bust chops. Okay. You want that?
No.
No. Jameson.
What's up?
Getting back to the voting. Or the only reason, here's why I think you could vote. You should vote. Here's what I try to tell a young
I want to see your opinion. Why do you think that it's like important to vote?
Okay. If 5 people got killed at the top of this block in the last year because there's no light, and you have 2, 3 people, whatever, whoever's running for that office for local, Pete Filiberto, shout out to our friend who's running for councilman in Palm Bay. Now, when Pete gives his speeches around or wherever, and I hear him say, I am going to get a light within 3 months at the corner of Norwood Street because we have deaths. Mm-hmm. Another guy says, we don't need it. 5's not enough. Who do you vote for?
Here's the thing, though. Sorry, but
How do you change
how
it
do
is
you
what I'm getting.
how do you find that information? I don't think that's in front of our faces. When have
Oh,
you-
it is, but if you
do you-
followed politics, it is.
No,
man.
I get it, but I think maybe a lot of people are not. Like, how I wouldn't know how. Like, the thing is, how do I know Karen wants a new light to vote on?
Yeah.
Because you know 5, because you're going to hear them speak. That's
I'm
what.
not. No, that's what I'm saying. Where? Who? Where? Where do I sign up? Like,
Because you got to think like you asked earlier, like a lot of the majority of the young adults or whatever you want to call them, our generation, they're not listening to that. They're not listening to what
that's not their algorithm.
Amber said at the council meeting about a light or
Yeah.
a new sidewalk or you know what I mean.
But
we don't pay
here's
attention.
how you'd
And
hear
it's not like Instagram where
It's an algorithm based
the
that
government
pushed in front of
it's
you.
like, oh, this is what happened this meeting, so everybody, you know what I mean.
They
Here's
show us
where-
more people fighting than
Yeah.
being like,
Can I
you
answer
know,
that one?
election days in
Can I
5
answer that one?
days. Yeah.
Here is where I think you guys are wrong.
But I get where you're coming from.
no.
Because I
Here's
would,
where you're still
Me
wrong.
too.
All right, we're-
Well, I mean, we're not.
You would get outraged right now, today. Your sister goes and gets killed at that light.
right.
Will you
This
be
isn't-
an outrage?
That's just a grain in the barrel. The thing
No,
is,
Nick,
how do
you're
we get
talking
everyone to vote?
I'm telling you how you get people involved in the process.
How
To
do I
make
know-
change
how
in
do I know-
anything, although politics takes time, the only way to make change is to get involved.
So how do I know his sister died at the light?
Because you're his
I don't know
friend and
him.
he calls you.
Okay.
And you go to the funeral.
He knows. Okay, but let's all agree that. Tell me we're best friends, and I'm like, you want to go vote? The percentages of you waking up that day to go vote with me is slim.
Yeah. Not
Like-
only that,
Not
like
if you get involved in the process.
okay, but you got to think though. So like, all right, that happened. My sister's dead. People think it's a tragedy, and they're like, "Oh my god, we should vote." There's 5, 6
10
people from the funeral that vote. What is 10 votes? 10 votes isn't going to do anything. I'm not going to be a controversial guy, but look at the election.
No,
with-
I'm going to teach
And now,
you
how many
something.
people have like that strength in them to actually keep fighting for that light?
Yeah.
Like, let's just like my. She's
Well, if
gone,
you have
bro.
zero
She's
motivation
gone.
and you have zero motive,
I
probably
mean,
in your job
obviously,
or
we
anything.
would vote for the person that wants to fix the light if we were to
But
vote.
how do I know they're
like,
running for lights? Who is
right.
it?
Who?
Have any of you guys been to a young person's funeral?
Yeah.
Yes.
How many are there?
A lot.
Quite a
of
few.
people.
Right.
But how
You
many
go
are
to an
there?
old person's funeral, how many are there?
But how many are there just
More.
because they went to school with them?
Absolutely. And what's talked about that whole funeral?
How they died.
My son had a lot of friends die of overdoses and shit. They'll talk about. Did I say something wrong?
No.
They're gonna talk about it and what we can do or whatever. Now, here's the difference in prison. Okay, do you guys know how many people are in prison in the United States? Anybody?
This is just, who? How many?
What do you mean? I'm
No,
getting
just saying
to
how many.
2
We
million.
definitely don't. You know.
2 million. Every inmate in prison affects 4 votes. This is a study, not by me. This is a study by political groups, the government agencies. Every inmate equates to 4 votes. That is 8 million votes, right? Mm-hmm. If you got 50% of those, 8 million, that's 4 million. Did you know the last, I don't know how many presidential races were decided on less than 2 million? So you can affect a vote. Here's what I'm getting at.
That was very loose though. You know.
No, listen.
That's every inmate knowing 4 people that voted.
Here's what I'm going to say.
Let's say the realistic number is maybe 1,500.
0. No.
8 million's wild, bro.
Nick, you have to listen. There's an illegal alien who comes across the border, has nobody. Then there's Larry Lawton, who has a big family and a lot of friends. And if a politician comes out in the neighborhood that know Larry Lawton and say, we want to get harder, these guys have criminals they need to never get a job again and all. Do you think any one of my family members or you or anybody would vote for that guy?
Dude, okay, have you ever talked about politics on Thanksgiving? It's a shit show. Just because you're in the same family does not mean that you all agree. If you talk about politics on Thanksgiving or Christmas, dude, it's like
I'm talking about a tragedy in a family and another person who wants to make it worse. So you're taking politics and
That's
thinking,
not what
it's
you just
boring.
said. Was it you just said that? Do you think any of my family would vote for them because I believe that?
I said that, Nick, because it equates. Obviously, every inmate doesn't exactly equate to 4 people. Their grandmother, grandfather, and their mother and father. Larry Lawton had 5 kids, 5 brothers and sisters, and grandma, everybody. And what do you think they do? Send me money in prison if they can, do everything. And they love you. So if you got some idiot out there trying to be hard on crime or do that's real, I'm not voting for this idiot.
Yeah.
It equates. What? I'm not even, and I only gave it 50%, at the thing.
What?
Are you
I'm
need
lost.
sleep,
No,
I
I am lost, dude.
Why is he like
My rebuttal.
thank you.
No, I'm just saying my rebuttal is a lot of families don't all are 100% agree on who they're voting for, dude. You know what I mean? And then if you're in, how many of those 4 people of each prisoner, for one, are voting? And then how many think they have that strong of ties to their family?
I mean,
dude?
personally, I can agree. Just because
Let's
my
call Ian
family's
Big.
blown up because of politics.
If you went to prison,
your
your mother, Paul, whoever, are all gonna, if they came out against, because harder on crime, let's torture the people in prison. You think your mother wouldn't vote? Come on, guys. Now you're thinking nobody gives a fuck about anything.
But you got to think, Larry. That's almost like an unfair statement for judging whether we should vote or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
it doesn't make. I
I
don't
didn't
understand
say that.
that.
I said it equates.
Okay, I get where
But the
you're
original
coming from.
question is vote.
Vote or not? Why should you
why
vote?
aren't
Yeah.
we voting? It's not fucking. Four
I'll say that
votes are
the
one
original
prisoner.
question was
Yeah.
why you think that we should vote, and this got dragged to a little deeper rabbit hole.
Hold on.
Oh.
Why I think you got the vote is because I just...
Dude, you're starting to talk about corrupting.
I'm not corrupting.
You just said how
Did
I think
say a word about
you've got the vote. That's a very
You
corrupting
have to
saying.
vote.
You said you've got the vote, meaning
Not got the vote.
and then
you got to
said,
learn to hear me.
Larry, and then you said my whole family is going to vote the way I do, and then we're saying that's not true, dude. Maybe yours. You guys you're a mob family, but a lot of families are not mob families, and they don't agree on politics.
You either have a very distorted view of family, and then I understand you come from a rough family, or both of you, or whatever it is, but either you change that, You change it because somebody has to get educated. You know how many families? There's so many families who never had a person who graduated college.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Jameson graduates college. He'll say it to everyone. I'm the first person in my family that graduated from college.
But that's not on.
What I'm getting at, there has to be people who are either groundbreakers or whatever. This country,
a family at a November Thanksgiving, 20 of them. They're not all of them are seeing the same.
Okay, but you got to also think like how many other people think, because this is just the reality of what it is. So, I mean, it's kind of a joke to vote. I mean, what? No matter, because just listen. I know your eyes got.
You're way out of whack there.
But you got to listen.
Yeah.
Because, so yeah, like I just said earlier. I mean, if a small amount of people decide to start voting, that's not going to do anything. Either way, like it's anything is out of our control other than a check on a piece of paper saying that we vote for them.
Here's why.
And you might also have it
so
distorted
completely
because
out
your
of
mom
control.
got a light. Your mom actually got a light. Has your mom ever gotten a light put
Did
on?
you know how my mother
it
got
doesn't
the light?
matter. That's why you're thinking this way, and that's why we're thinking. Your mom got the light. It actually worked for her.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I want
they
to know.
didn't vote for it. She did medical procedure.
No, and she knew someone who knew someone.
Right.
They didn't vote for a light.
She found a loophole.
Exactly.
Not a loophole.
She knew the guy.
Here's what I'm getting at.
And it
guys.
worked for him. So he's like, it works.
You keep saying it doesn't matter because it's a little amount. If I lived in a town of 100 people, there are many towns of 100, 500 people. Do you think 100 votes would matter? Obviously, yes. There's 500 people. It's 20% of the people.
You're just asking questions to make.
I am not, guys. I'm trying to break it down to the little way. You're thinking president at
Larry,
350 million people in this country.
He gave his answer, and now we're arguing against.
Okay, but
like,
so you're kind of going back though, because like, are you talking about like a presidential election, or are you talking about voting for like the mayor?
Any election?
No.
Like, I don't know.
How do you think you would get change?
Larry, none of these are like. Do you know do you even know the news isn't like, hey folks, in the next 5 days we've got our senator election?
Yes, they do.
Barely, bro. Because if they do, guess what? I am not on cable, so they need to figure that shit out.
Nick,
that's all I'm saying. Is do you see people saying, "Here's the countdown to this election for
you
our
watch
city"?
the news?
For our city.
Do you watch the news?
How many times have you looked at Billy saying, "How many people have cable? It's dead." So don't argue with me if I watch cable, bro.
You don't even watch cable. You watch YouTube. My point. Let me just get this one thing. What I'm really learning, and I'm okay with it. I'm not mad. You guys know zero about history and how the country come together and how this was the founding fathers' way and why we still have the best democracy, if you want to call it. Do you guys know what the 3 branches of government are?
Yes, the judicial, legislative, and fucking shit.
Do you know?
No,
Supreme Court.
And I don't.
No, that's the judicial.
He's close.
Executive
but also
branch.
not. We're still like.
What I'm getting at. Do you know who your 2 senators are?
Yes.
No.
Okay, but either.
Do you, Nick?
No, and that's the whole point.
That's the problem.
Cool. And I'm saying the problem is you cannot argue with this. Is the only time they say anything is on your mother's TV, bro. Who watches cable? Now, are they trying to keep everyone dumb and not vote so kids don't know how to vote?
That's a whole nother topic.
Okay.
Here's this one. Do you pay taxes?
Everybody does.
Right? If you pay taxes, don't you want to put a person in office who's going to give you less money to take out of your paycheck?
Absolutely.
Thank you. How do you think that happens?
How do I find them?
Larry, I get where you're coming from, but the simple question was, do you think you need to vote? And I said no. And now we're going damn.
Now you do think.
Oh no! Now he's asking any question possible
to get
for
back
you.
to So
that's what I'm, dude. Come on.
I love 2 young people attacking me. I feel like I'm in
or
prison.
there's 2 people just being like, "Hey, like this. We're done now."
Here's what I don't
Jake
want my
Paul just
audience.
got into
I
a
don't want
fight,
my audience.
right?
We're going to talk about. I want my audience to know, and I'm gonna stick up for these kids. I don't want you to look at them like they're uneducated or just stupid.
No, or look at us and comment on what do you think, how this conversation's going. You know, don't try to defend us. If they think I'm wrong,
not defending
I'd
you.
See it.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I'm
just tried
against you.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that you look like you guys don't give a fuck.
No, but Larry, like some of these things you're saying, you're just going on an extremely different tree.
No, guys, how would
Okay,
you?
if we could stick
Larry,
to a
you
question,
are,
like instead of like, okay, There's
How
a
would
question
we make
here.
change if you didn't vote? How do you make change? Besides how I did it, like buy
How do
somebody.
you?
You bring the
How
problem.
do
You
you
vote.
You fix it. What's going on? Fix it. Right now, you tell me how
I
to
can't fix it.
Exactly. So why are you hounding us on fucking shit we don't
No,
even
I can
care
fix
about,
it.
bro? You just said I can't.
I
You
can't because
tr-
I'm not in office.
Thank you, bro.
But if I was, would you
All right.
vote for me and I can fix it?
Fix it. Fix it with your vote.
I
Fix
can't
it.
vote. I'm a
If you had
felon.
one vote, fix it. How do you fix it? Now you tell me how to
I
fix it.
research what I want fixed.
Stop, Larry.
What do you mean no?
No. How do we get these two people out of fucking office and get
You
a 35?
vote them out.
How? Tell me.
You go to the ballot.
None of this makes any. Yeah.
Oh, come on, guys. You're not
That's
that
not
stupid.
a good. That's not a exactly.
Are you
We
are
know.
really saying you don't know?
No,
you
I'm
make
telling
change
you.
by voting.
But how? Go ahead.
But
Keep telling me.
It takes numbers.
You need
Keep
sleep.
telling me,
It takes numbers.
Of course, no, it does
Larry.
not.
If we can't fix what's going on with what's going on
takes
now,
numbers
how do you think we're
for the
going to?
presidency? First of all, do you guys know how it works when you vote about the electoral college?
Yes, dude.
You do. You.
Yes, but either way, okay, numbers for president, numbers for mayor. Anyway, it needs numbers. So like you said, if there's a town for 100 people, well, what if 50 voted there and 50 voted here? You're going to need more numbers than the 50. So it takes numbers to get change.
It takes one more number.
It doesn't.
Full 51 people
the
vote
electoral-
against 49.
But that's still more
Wait,
numbers.
can't the
So how do
electoral-
you get them? You go campaign. That's what campaigns are. That's what people donate.
I mean, so
Do you
why
know
is it
how
not
much
working?
Money
Why isn't
Stop.
it working, bro?
It is working.
No, really? Do you see what's going
Look
on
at our
right now?
country.
Do you see what's
Stop,
going
guys.
on? You
See,
think
you're not
campaigning's
looking.
working?
It works
Dude,
in a
off-
town.
We're not on towns. I want to. This is
presidential
my country.
election?
This is my country right now, bro.
Right.
Do you see what's going on right
Yeah.
now?
Right. That's why we're getting
How do
changed.
we fix it?
We're getting changed.
You
Donald
know how
Trump's
you
coming
could
in
just,
office.
Do you know how you could just win this argument after this? All you could have just said is the young people vote. That's all you had to say, really.
No, I don't want uneducated voters. That's
Okay.
what the
how do we
political
fix it?
people want. By
You tell me.
educating yourself.
So how do we do that?
Do you ever research something?
How do we do that?
Nick, put that up right there on the TV, and I want you to put what candidate, Bush, whoever, or Donald Trump is stronger on the wall, if that's your issue. Why do you think every time you see something on TV, you know what they say? That's a swing issue. Will swing. Like when they stopped abortion, okay, Roe versus Wade was withdrawn. You know what that is, guys? Both of you? You don't.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
lost.
abortion.
Larry,
It's
Larry,
abortion.
I'm lost.
I know. Like our guests, we're here for fighting, dude.
I got
Oh,
you,
we
but
just gave our
all my
opinion.
audience is trying to say,
I know,
Larry's
but we do
explaining
this.
it.
No,
Wait.
Larry, we
Well,
just did a
you're
podcast over this, and I think we've done 12 more about this, and no one's coming to agreements with the kids and the adults. It's just an argument, bro.
And it's very much a big difference in the age gap in the.
Exactly. If you got
Exactly.
enough people together,
But
you can
look,
outbeat.
you're-
You can legalize
How about
pot.
your age gap?
You can legalize
How about you guys
cocaine.
get together? How about you guys get together?
We do. That's why we
Really?
win,
'Cause
and
it
that's why
doesn't-
we're running the
Really?
office.
It doesn't look like it, dude.
Oh, really?
Really?
How
Who's
many people?
agreeing? Who is agreeing in this country? Doesn't seem like many.
I can tell you right now, 55 million people voted for the president.
Okay.
55
And
million
you
people
tell
got-
me-
And
got
how many
together.
people didn't vote for the
It
president?
has nothing
Another
to do with it.
55 million.
The 55 hope you don't vote, so they keep winning.
All right.
You guys are not getting it. You're arguing to not vote instead of saying,
Hey,
why
Larry,
should
yeah.
I vote?
Yes, question it, but at the same time, yes,
not
when
worth
you
it.
ask the question, why shouldn't I? It just gets more to the, okay, so fuck voting.
If I sat down at a bar with you,
But Larry,
I don't think we truly know what you're arguing right now.
I'm saying
Or we're debating.
No, he asked me a question.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you how you can get the. First of all, you have to have an issue that you feel is strong.
right.
Okay,
Okay,
but
but
the
like
original-
you said, we have an issue. You said something about like,
A swing issue or something like that.
yeah, okay, well, still, how to fix it? You bring the problem up instead of voting, dude.
Yes,
Like,
you're giving great advice to candidates.
well, I understand that.
Not me.
Just make viral memes that actually get attention, and then people vote on it.
No,
There you
that's
go.
short-sighted.
Don't tell me no, because it happens all the time.
Okay. You guys are just trying to fight why you shouldn't vote.
No, we're not, bro. You're
I
saying
can't,
why?
because when
No,
you-
we're saying
we're gonna go on to something else I
Good.
wanna talk about.
I know. The
Here's
question
why.
was
Here's
why
the
don't
last
we
que-
vote? And we gave you our answers, and they're saying this is why you should vote. We gave you our answers.
This
on why
is why
we
our
don't
country
vote.
is going down, guys. It's because the young
Yeah,
people
or you
don't
guys
wanna
fucked
vote.
up a while ago, dude.
No, we won it. The Great World War II
So what happened last Saturday? Wasn't there like a boxing match? Or
Exactly.
Something like
No, wait. Before I get into Jake Paul, who is out of gas.
These are the same guys who watched the nuclear bomb on camera. You believe the nuclear bomb was caught on camera?
Absolutely.
How? It destroyed all those houses and cars, but not the cameras?
Nick, they had cameras on the planes going by. They had chase planes.
No, these are cameras on posts.
Do you know? So you don't think the nuclear bombs went off?
Dude, you can't capture the foot. Let's watch this really quick.
Oh, he's going to go to
The
Alex
nuclear
Jones.
bomb footage. And you tell me how the camera's here. That's all. That's all.
You know what I can't tell you? How
Nuclear
a pyramid
bomb
was made. Can
test
anybody?
footage.
Nobody knows. Jameson, what I'm trying to get at is you guys have to care about something. Something. Do you care about the future of your kid?
Yeah.
Do you want your kid to pay a lot of money in school?
Dude.
You don't care right now?
Larry, I care about the future of my child, obviously, but what are you getting at?
Yeah.
I'm
He's going to make more money.
an issue to vote.
Yeah.
If you moved and you lived here, right? Let's say Melbourne, Florida, and it's campaign time. Do you guys see all the signs all over the place, right?
Nope. I don't.
You do, and I know you do.
Yeah, I see the fucking dumb. You know what I see? Is I see yard signs that my brain has completely avoided. I don't see who's the name. I see it's a
Nick, you're a rarity because you come from St. Louis and none of your family votes or whatever it is. Do they? You have to have an issue to vote. Like you. If they came here in Melbourne and said, I'm running for mayor.
We're going in circles.
I'm running for mayor, but I have to increase tax by 50%. You go, get the hell out. You ain't increasing my tax. I got to lose another, whatever it is. Another guy comes up and says, I won't increase. We're going to get the money a different way. And you think it's the right way. Because he sold you. That's called campaigning. Would you vote?
No.
So you don't care that the guy wins at 50%? Which is cool, because here's what I tell you then. You have no right at all to argue or say shit against that guy.
And we don't.
You did not vote. You did not play a role in helping get this country in the right direction. I hope I'm getting you, and here's what I mean by that. No,
Tell me this footage is real. Right here. We're watching the nuclear bomb test footage. This is real test footage.
Yeah, I believe that 100%.
Keep looking at it. Right? Okay, so a nuclear bomb destroys everything but the cameras? How did something this old actually stay that still? And then they retrieved the camera's footage.
Because it was in a steel box that could. They were testing steel boxes.
That's a good answer, sure.
All right. You get what I'm saying, Jameson. Now, you have to have a way to fix a problem. And
I still can't even recover footage from my camera that dies. You know, I can't.
Yeah.
Wow, that's user error. You get what I'm saying, though. What would you do if they said 90% tax?
Dude, we're just
all over the country, unless you vote.
At that point, like, obviously you had
Then it's Civil War, probably.
But like now you're just going in
you're just making things
very,
up,
very rare hypothetical
I'm
situations.
only going that way because you're not getting it in the local level.
No, I got your point 30 minutes ago when we were talking about who's voting or not. You know,
Would you vote for Jake Paul?
And we
since
just
he
did
won
this.
the fight?
Come on, dude. We just did this for 2 hours on the other podcast, the same topic, and you're just trying like. I don't
Nick,
know.
shut up because we
All right,
didn't.
cool.
Question: We did not do. We just did.
just do a poll.
We did not. We did not do a poll.
All I'm saying, we're going in circles right now.
We're
not getting an answer.
Can you do, of what?
Of what you want. You're not getting your right answer.
Can you run the board? Because I answered it. You guys don't want the answer. You got to get the right answer.
No, what?
I told you how you can get the vote.
Larry, come on. That's not even the question.
What's the question?
You don't.
Nick?
You
don't know the question. Give me the question, Nick. Give me the question.
The question was, how can I make young people vote? And we were like, I don't want to vote.
Okay.
And now you're just sitting here.
No, I'm going to give three
telling
answers
us
whether you
why
like
we
it or
should
not.
vote.
No, you're right. I'm going to give three answers. How do you get young people to vote? Fuck them over.
Good. That's a good thing. Yeah. That's
They fuck you over. You know what happens next time?
That's
that
literally
fuck ain't fucking me
That's
over.
literally the best thing you've said, bro.
Thank you, Nick. I got your approval?
No, dude,
Is
that
that
would
an
make me.
approval one?
That would make me vote.
That's
It's
solid, yeah,
fuck me
absolutely.
over.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Bend me over and fuck me. But right now,
Nobody wants to fuck you like that.
they are bending me over and fucking me, but very subtly to where like, fuck, you know.
Isn't that
fuck it.
sad that
This
you're
seems
not
normal.
seeing it?
I see
We
it.
do see it.
I see it, Larry.
Then you're not acting.
Okay.
So what are you saying, that the minute I drop that vote in the ballot, the fucking just stops?
No, here's what I remember we said earlier. Politics takes time over time to get things changed.
Absolutely. Right. And with that
and
time,
you don't have patience, right?
It seems like you don't. Maybe there are kids out there that are changing the fucking world.
They are. Absolutely.
Cool.
I just said that earlier.
What are we sitting here for?
Are
you trying to make two people vote?
No,
I'm
Nick,
not voting.
I'm trying to show you how young people. First of all, we're all dying, like you said.
I see all of the college debates on my line, you know, on my algorithm. I see these young people are out here arguing with Ben Shapiro or the other side. They're doing it. Cool.
And you're good with that.
Yeah.
Then that's called you're being taxed without representation.
Larry, I mean, you're just trying to make us
not.
care, and we're telling you we don't care.
Maybe I am, and that's sad.
Okay.
Are you okay with not giving a fuck about it?
Right now he has diapers to pay for.
Absolutely. So if a guy is putting big money and after the election, that's 3 months, whatever it is.
Here we go.
He gets appointed.
Maybe in 3 years when he noticed the diaper, or maybe in 6 months when the diaper tax hops 700%, he's going to come in here and be like, you know what, Larry? They're fucking me.
Let's vote.
Let's fucking vote.
And you know what he's going to first thing to say? He's going to vote that guy out of office. And
but you got to think, like you just said, 7 years down the road, whatever, when the tax...
I didn't say 7. It depends on how
you
big
know what
the
I
issue
meant.
is.
Like, I'm just
Depends
saying.
on how big the issue is. Go ahead.
So are you saying that if I would have just voted in the first place, I wouldn't have got fucked by the tax price?
Maybe.
Maybe. That's not an answer, dude.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's a yes.
Oh, so
or
you
no.
don't know
There's
either.
nothing is yes and no in
So
world.
why are
That's
you
what I'm
asking us for a yes
exactly.
and no?
So that's
Okay,
my
I'll
point.
tell you why you should vote.
can't even
Yeah,
give us
forget
an
being
No,
fucked over.
no, because you said why we should vote 37 times by now, buddy.
And if I can't get to you and say, Donald Trump,
can't.
when he was elected the first time, he signed, I think, 20-something executive orders that changed people's lives the first day in office.
Not mine.
Absolutely.
Or mine.
Oh, he did. You don't know it because you guys are being ignorant to what's been
Okay.
changed.
Good. That's the point. I think
That's
the whole
sad, Nick.
Okay,
I
it's
didn't know
sad.
you.
Let's
I did
get
not
off the
know.
topic, bro.
No, don't be a smart ass with
I'm
me.
not.
You want to be ignorant, be ignorant.
Okay.
Got it. Don't ask a question. How you change? I
don't.
told you, get fucked over.
Do I sit here and not just laugh at everything that's going on?
You know what Bob Cabby Bob
care, bro.
said? Nick, you guys argue too much, and Nick just don't want to. He don't want to get what we're talking about. And
Jameson,
listen, everybody's
please,
the
come on,
same.
bro.
Everybody's the same. You don't want to vote. Matter of fact, I'm going to be dead. Don't vote. And when the whole fucking shit collapses, because our inflation went to taxes at 25% for a.
Did you vote before you went to prison?
Absolutely. Not only did I vote, I was a young Republican. Then I bought politicians, but that's a whole nother.
Exactly. Then it ends there, bro. Like, I'm not trying to play some stupid game I'm not a part of. You bought politicians.
But Nick,
Cabby Bob let people vote who didn't have the correct ID.
Nick,
And that's my issue. I don't want to talk about politics.
anytime there's
It's just
anything,
a fight. This is literally a Thanksgiving table right here. This is kind of what I'm talking about.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We talked about politics, and obviously you guys don't give a shit about the politics, what's going on in the world. You don't care that Donald Trump was shot. You don't care that Biden quit, do you?
No, pause, because screw Biden. I was going to say.
You can say what you want.
Fuck Biden, dude.
Okay,
I'm
fuck.
glad that he dropped out because, dude, he's running this shit to a shit show. But just because I don't want to vote doesn't mean I don't give a shit about what's going on in the world and the economy.
How would my vote affect the Secret Service being on that roof?
Exactly.
See, you
And
guys
then
are micromanaging.
did it
If
pull that
I
fucking
talk to you and we're out, and you said to me, Larry, can you believe fucking what Biden is? The first thing I'd ask you is, did you vote? And you say, nah, I don't vote. Don't come to me. You don't fucking. You're not trying to help
So you
yourself.
have an all God's pass because you can't vote. You know?
Oh, absolutely.
So you can just talk as much shit as you want. You switch up on a dime every week.
Absolutely. That's
Exactly.
my lawyer in me.
All right, let's move on. The
I
Jake Paul
said, fuck you.
Uh,
I'll tell you when to move on.
Okay. You're just yelling at two kids right now.
Yeah, that's why. What the fuck?
Exactly.
The
What the
maturity
fuck,
level
bro?
is really shocking me. I'm learning from
It's not because
your
we've
10-year
done this
distance.
already twice on the last podcast you were on, right?
No, we never did this on the last
what?
time.
On the last podcast, he didn't ask you about voting and what you do to vote?
No!
Not on the
Run it
podcast,
back.
but before. Okay. Not on the podcast, but we tried to get into that in an early workout.
The workout, of course. I'm talking about, but we never talked about why you should vote or anything, ever.
No, but...
Nick, I don't know where you come up with
had
that
this,
one.
You've had that conversation with him. We all have. Yeah. And it's still the same thing, bro.
Larry,
you're getting so frustrated. Yeah, exactly.
I think you guys got together and said, let's fuck
No, I
with Larry.
think that, like, you're... I
I'm
don't
not
know
mad, guys. If
I know,
you
I
want to
know.
be this ignorant, be as ignorant.
And can we move on? Because we... Like,
I am. I'm trying, but you won't shut up. Thank you.
He was. Larry, come on.
Listen.
how about... Let him talk.
Did I not ask you, what did you think of the Jake Paul fight?
Dude.
And you just... Nick said... no. What are you doing?
I'm checking all the cameras, making sure everything's running.
You remember when I pivoted to say, what did you think of the Jake fight? And Nick goes, well, I shouldn't vote. Why should you give a shit about Jake Paul fight? I love it.
You bought the fight. You tell me.
I can't because I vote. I would vote.
You don't vote.
I can't.
So why are we... Dude.
My point. Why do you care about anything?
You tell me now. Now that
do you-
You don't. Do you care about anything, Nick?
You're the
Be
one.
honest with me.
Dude, these are just whole
No,
questions. I'm not.
No, this is the podcast, and that's how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm sick of this.
I just no, dude.
You're going to be off that board. I'm going to ask about.
We're
And
not
I'm
making much
serious.
sense.
Do you care about anything? I'm asking.
I
I'm the
care
host
about-
of this show.
No, I
do
get
you
it.
care?
Yes, I care about a lot of
What
stuff.
do you care about? What's your
Not
major
enough
thing?
to vote on anything.
That's your care. You okay? Got your. I'm glad
Larry,
the
I care-
audience is seeing this,
I
guys.
care about a lot of things. Now, where are we?
What
going
is
with
the
this?
most important thing you care about?
Morty?
Okay, they're coming in here. The sheriff's coming
You're
in
just
here.
making things
You're right.
up.
And they're gonna
make
shoot
me-
all
to make
dogs.
me say yes, Larry. That's what we've been doing for 45 minutes. You're just making a situation up for me to say yes.
Got it, Nick. Done.
That just wasn't the question.
Done. Question for you. I don't even want to know what 27 and 17, because obviously you guys don't have enough life experience or seen bad things, whether it's wars or whatever it is, to say, wow, I don't believe our forefathers or who went through this shit and they all died, so I have the right to vote. That's what happened, actually. If Hitler won the war, it's over. You guys wouldn't be born.
You don't think there's three little people up top who like kind of made us not care anymore? As a strategic way to keep two sides fighting? Yeah. It's just a conspiracy theory. It doesn't make any sense. I'm ignorant to
You have
to
a
politics.
lot of conspiracy
Yeah.
theories.
So
Yeah, like I said, forget that. What did you think of the fight? The Jake Paul, was it Perry? Mike Perry fight.
It's kind of lame.
I thought it was electric, bro.
I thought the fight was good, but
It was a solid fight, but I didn't think, dude stumbled. Mike Perry, I don't know.
Jake Paul would have got killed by Mike Tyson. I believe.
Yeah.
Jake Paul was out of gas in the second round. Was it the second round we said he was out of gas? Mm-hmm. He was gasping for air. Did you see that? First of all, you're going to fight
The
a
stamina
championship
definitely
fighter?
shows because, given Mike's age, he's old and all, but,
He's going to knock his ass.
I feel like, given that he was out of breath in the second round, I think Mike still got it in him to go 3 rounds.
I think if he has the
rounds.
determination and all. Again, we don't know what he's doing.
Right.
That's why you go there.
One
'cause
thing
see-
you don't lose is power. He still has
Exactly
his power,
right.
and he still can hit as hard as he can.
And he has
but
determination.
can he take the punches that he used to be able to take?
He
Is
was
really the
never a
question.
great punch taker, period. Tyson. Not, to take. There were punches
Well,
like George Foreman and Ron Lyle. He'd get beaten like 50 punches before. Joe Frazier was known. He says, I'll take 5 punches to hit you once. The guy died with brain and all that kind of stuff. Tyson never had that chin to do that.
Yeah.
He just knocked you out so quick, and he was very good. You remember the bob in the head? He was the guy. Listen, he was trained by Gus D'Amato, and one of the legendary trainers in the world. And that's why when Gus died and Mike Rooney was his other trainer, that's when it all really started going down. If they never died, he would have, I think. Yeah, all boxing pundits, they compare fighters by who they've beaten and at the time they beat. You could never take a fighter like Mike Tyson and compare him to Jack Dempsey. Jack Dempsey was 180 pounds as a heavyweight, but the people were smaller. But did you know when I was a young kid, there was not one professional football player over 300 pounds? We couldn't pick one. That's nothing today. Every person on both sides of the line are 300 plus. Just get bigger and stronger and the best trainings and education and stuff like that. So they're good. I don't know who Jake Paul has to fight, though, because I'm not in the game so much, that he's going to prove himself. He's a great marketer, great talker. He talks shit.
Well, they're all his shows. I love it. They're his events.
Yeah, unbelievable. But his marketing ability to remember, you just go through a 6-round fight out of 7. First thing he did was he started showing the deodorant.
Yeah.
Wow, who thinks of that after that?
Yeah.
I mean, I give him a lot of credit.
Sean's half on that.
You know,
Who?
Sugar Sean's half on that.
I never seen him
deodorant?
anywhere, though. Huh? I've never seen Sugar Shane O'Malley on anything like a commercial or about that product. I haven't.
Podcast
Maybe
and
you
shit.
have.
Well, yeah, it's like a podcast thing. They're not really promoting it through commercials. That shit's dead.
it's kind of how like
They were
Nelk
converting
Boys
the
did
shit out of
Happy
that,
Dad.
aren't they?
What did you say?
It's just kind of like how the Nelk Boys did the Happy
Yeah,
Dad.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
Oh,
just
they're
have to
all
wa-
promoting. They're good promoting.
No, I know, but you have to watch the podcast and the original. Now they have Snoop Dogg with it on their pod,
Yeah.
and now maybe in a year you'll see that because it just came out like maybe less than a month ago.
What did?
The
Deodorant.
deodorant? It's
Oh,
a
I
very
didn't
new
know
thing.
deodorant.
That's why you're not seeing it so much.
What I learned about them as a businessman, that is they market the shit on every show. There'll be 50 primes around, like you see them all stacked up.
I like
on,
Logan's Prime thing because he color coordinates them. It looks
he
very
does.
good.
He
yeah.
has like a red, white, and blue one. You
Or
remember
no,
that?
like if the background's yellow, he'll put the lemon out, or if it's like green, he'll put the
But
watermelon out.
they don't
or
just
something.
put one out; they put 50 out. And I go, I must be doing it all wrong, But I don't have that. I should have my cigar around this room that all you can see is a cigar.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't. We're not as smart as them. Yeah. But boxing was a big thing I grew up with.
That was also
I think
rigged,
it's
wasn't
taking a
it?
different turn though. I think it's starting to be more like the trendy thing to do. I mean, given
Now, you mean now?
now because
I think it's coming back.
I think it's coming back more because I mean, when the TikTok fighters and the YouTube started boxing and stuff, like they got the younger generation to like, start
You know what
boxing.
that is? That's marketing and entertainment.
That is
So
marketing.
maybe
and
politics needs
entertainment,
to
but
just market better.
Absolutely.
That's what I've been saying.
Every politician should market how their messages.
Exactly,
To make
and
you get
that
worried.
was kind of what I said in the very beginning. Was that we can't see it; it's not marketed to us,
Right.
and that was my very original answer.
You're right.
That was my first
But
answer.
there are people I know. I can walk out my door right
You're
now.
63 though.
I did. I know.
Too. Sorry,
And I can go up this block, and I'll bet you it'll be
but I'm sorry for bringing that back
10% that know who Mr. Beast is.
up. I wouldn't even go that high.
We did this one night, Nick, and I said, you know who Mr. Beast? Who? Some young people do. You know who Mr. Who? Goes to show you how
hard it is.
hard it is to market but there are young people who don't watch Mr. Beast. There are young people who don't watch it, and there are old people who watch Mr. Beast.
Okay, but if you ask the younger people, at least they'd know who he is.
Who?
They might not watch him. If you ask the young people, they'd know who Mr. Beast is.
We asked young people, and some of them didn't.
Really?
Yes, I remember
Well,
it
like
vividly.
young,
He said
not
it.
really as young as you.
I'm talking
I know,
about
younger.
like,
Than-
23
older
and younger.
Oh, yes, I know many people. Guys who are into sports, let's say. Like, real
Well, I mean, I
athletes.
can't recall anyone that age that said no.
Yeah.
How many of you asked?
Didn't you just say we were with you? I was with you every time. Okay.
We were out at an
That's my-
event.
that's my
I was telling
study,
my
too.
older friends about,
Yeah.
my God, you look at Mr. Beast and all this stuff. They go, who? Then we said, and Nick said something, or so he said, I can't believe you don't know who Mr. Beast is. When you think about that, you got to remember, he's got 303 million subscribers. There's 8 billion people on this earth. Forget America. Mr. Beast is all over the world.
Yeah.
And think of how small 300 million
also-
is to 8 billion.
You also have to think that, like, I want to see his sub ratio because maybe only 30% of his subscribers are his viewer base, you know, and then the other percent are just not subscribed because they don't want to be. So then that's
Okay, I didn't get that. Say it again.
So you know how like we don't subscribe to people and we're still watching? How many people watch
Watch him
Mr.
and aren't
Beast
subscribed.
constantly and aren't?
But He's
probably got 600 million people watching
Hold on,
him.
I think they can get those numbers. Because
they do. It's a real
because of
thing.
AdSense.
No,
Have you done
can
the
get-
statistics of how many people are subscribed to you?
No,
Like the
yeah,
percentage?
we have it.
We
have it
the
in our
number.
back end.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. So they know.
So like when Dream was going, you know, like Dream the Minecrafter,
Yeah.
I don't know whoever, Dream the Minecrafter.
I have
literally.
no idea.
That's okay.
He's a goofball.
But he was kind of the first person who was like, I can see that all out of 100% of my viewers, only 20 of them are subscribed. So maybe we can hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
You know, he kind of started all that.
Yep.
Well, you know, after somebody does something, when you go to, I went to a marketing class and they say, you should actually say, I want you to vote. I need your help. Please go now and vote for me. Instead of just saying, you know, scroll, hey, vote for me, you know, whatever it is. Or subscribe to me. I didn't even say vote for me. Subscribe to me. I don't know why I don't sit there and say, guys, please go to your clicker and vote.
Yeah.
I keep saying vote. Click the vote to be a fuck votes. Please subscribe to my channel. We need it, and that's it. We don't. A lot of people do. In fact, Schultz, well, they do it. You look at Schultz, you look all those shows from Lex Friedman. The only one I don't see do it is Joe Rogan. Yeah. That's the only one I don't see. Mr. Beast does it. That guy's a smart guy. He puts his commercials in the event, so you can't shut the commercial off. You know, like if it's Doritos or whatever he does. He literally has it during the action of the video. That's genius. I can't not watch with, let's say, Kid Fall, and you start following, you get invested in one of the YouTubers or whoever it is, and he puts the commercial strategically in a way I can't turn it. I can't skip it.
There's people that are using AI right now to mimic Aiden Ross's voice, and they're using his footage.
Yeah,
and
they can do that. That's easy.
So they're going online, except, you know.
No yawning, even at this late.
Even on Twitch, they're going on Twitch and they're saying, I'll donate, you know, $10,000 if you destroy your monitor, computer, headset. And it's just all AI and fake. And they sit there and they just break everything. And then Aiden Ross
You mean they
leaves.
don't know that they're being a fake?
No, it's literally.
That's just ignorance again.
Yeah.
Wait, Aiden was doing it?
No, it's not Aiden.
what he
It
said,
has
it's a
nothing
fake.
to do with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just Aiden.
Do you know who Aiden Ross is?
Yeah.
Do you know who Michael Jackson is?
What do you think of Aiden Ross? Why don't even go there? I'll go out the door right now and I'll knock on 5 doors and nobody will know who Aiden Ross is. Unless they're, you know, I'll bet none of those kids next door know who Aiden Ross is.
Do you want to make a bet? Do you want to make a bet? Really?
Out of 3.
How much?
How many people there? 2?
All of them. I will bet.
Did you ask him?
No. I will bet you a one wheel or a unicycle
Yeah. No,
before we leave.
I'll get you the Jap one. I mean,
Okay.
Do
you want to really make the bet? Are you
that they
confident?
all
I'm very
think they
confident.
all-
I haven't talked
Lock
to
it
him.
in, Larry.
Huh?
Get him the
Lock it in.
unicycle. Lock it in.
I'm locking it in.
Cool. This is my 5th lock in, and I've won 4. So we can go over tonight.
He won 2. I won.
Do you know how old they are? He knows how old they are.
How old are they?
They're fucking 28.
Yeah,
They play,
they're-
and you know what they do all day?
Oh, that's.
They smoke pot and they play video games.
Oh, dude, you're cooked on that one. You're gonna
And you locked in. Come on. We can go ask him too. but I'm
They're
very
probably
confident
up
on
right
that.
now
Yeah.
watching his dumb ass playing video games.
Yeah.
Do you,
You should have said that one, bro. Yeah, I don't know why you pointed to that neighbor.
which one?
bro.
Oh, Larry. None of them. The girl that was here. None of them know who Aiden
No.
Ross is.
That's okay. They're not buying. They don't buy off the internet anyways.
Do you think those guys buy anything from
No.
Aiden Ross?
No, they're potheads.
Right. We all don't know. You know, you read bullshit, you don't know. I know more than most, and Nick does, because we are in the game, although at a little level, so we can understand how the monetization could work.
Yeah.
People think, oh my God, he's got 5 million subscribers. Might make nothing. Kids things that are marketed to kids, not the parent of the kid, make a less conversion money rate than I do.
Hasbro, what's the toy company? Hasbro sells more product, and it's insane. It's not by a slim margin. They sell more product to the ages of 20, my age, to like 38. They sell more toys to that demographic than they do actually like children, because my age group is like, let me buy a Power Ranger helmet right now, or a Power Ranger morpher.
Really? I got the you're 27. Would you do that?
Personally, no.
Right. Yeah.
He's not in that,
Yeah.
And this is, you could look it up for real.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
But
that's just personally,
And
well, the age demographic you gave is really slanted, because
I just looked at Hasbro. Yeah.
No, what I'm saying, every demographic that age spends more, except maybe golf, that there's older people spending money. What he said, 20. What age did you say?
27, 25, or 35, something.
Okay, that's a slimmer margin, but I can look that one up.
I mean, just look up their products and who they're really selling to.
No, you said a big margin. I'd like to check it.
And they're doing a lot. They're pulling in a lot of numbers through nostalgia toys. That's for sure.
I don't know. I don't buy toys,
and that's okay. I didn't.
Because
I don't know either, so I don't want to argue about it.
But you and I both know the premium. Everybody knows
You're
the premium.
63. You didn't grow up with toys, so. And that's true. Did you? I would like to know. I thought you guys just played baseball industry. I didn't know if you guys went home with action figures. I never imagined that.
We had G.I. Joe, bro.
I didn't know that.
You know who G.I. Joe is.
Yes.
Thank you. And you're 18, and you know who G.I. Joe is. I'm 62, and I played with him. That's a company. They can keep it going, whatever it is.
Well, it probably went bankrupt a few times.
Why do you always go to you don't know?
CEOs mess a lot of shit up, bro.
Who does?
CEOs. They mess a lot of shit up.
He's really pushing. I'm the CEO. Is what it is.
No, that's not how I put that at all, bro. I'm talking about like Microsoft CEO definitely plummeted their stocks.
What? They're at the highest value.
I'm not saying right now. You remember that whole guy who was like sweating on stage and their stock went from like this much to that much within this entire run?
But Nick, that's
not
a Microsoft. That's not an Apple.
I was just throwing a bet out there, just saying like generally, I don't know, maybe they went under a few times. Great companies always do, don't they? And then they get bought and then they get bought out by another person.
Where are you getting this info from?
I want to know where you're getting your info from.
Internet or knowledge,
that's where I'm getting
or Business Weekly.
Cool, that's where I'm getting mine too.
Knowledge.
Mine is knowledge.
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 So where do you
about a company?
So where do you get your knowledge?
You can get it from the Department of State. They have to put in regulations. That's why when you're a public
Dude, what?
If you're a public company, Microsoft sells stocks to people.
Yes.
They have to put out what they call boy, this is a good education. You have to put out a thing called a prospectus. Then you have to follow the rules of the SEC, Securities Exchange Commission. If you don't, you go to prison for a long time.
But what I'm just trying to say is like Skittles, I could bet big money has had multiple CEOs.
Every company has.
And I bet you some of those CEOs got voted out because they were destroying the company.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like, you guys are making way too broad of a statement.
Are you so you feel how we were
Toys
feeling
R
for
Us.
So we were feeling for the past 45 minutes with the voting question.
You know who destroyed Toys R Us?
The voting question, and now that's insane, bro.
When you bring a name up like Toys R Us or Radio Shack, who ruined Radio Shack? CEO or the board of directors? See, a CEO doesn't make the final decision.
See, here we go. We all kind of were on the same page.
But at some point,
they had to re-switch something. They had to re-switch their whole team, dude. Like, they had to rethink everything. That's all.
So, but you think every company does it?
I never said that. I
said
a lot of these billion-dollar companies for sure have tanked in stock and got a new guy in.
You're a billions-of-dollar company. You're tanking. You're done.
Yeah.
You name me one company who came back from losing $5 billion. Microsoft?
Dude,
How about Apple? Did they lose it too?
Me and you
Richest
literally
company
just watched.
in the
That's
world.
why I'm like talking about this. Me and you just watched a 45-minute video on, and you were like, "You don't know who this guy is?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Oh, he's crazy. This is a CEO of Microsoft who got kicked out because the stock went down like way too much." And that's just Microsoft.
You're talking about Bomber who built the boat. You're wrong. He stayed in there for 20 years.
Built the boat, and
It's the biggest boat in the world. Did we watch it?
Did he build it? That's why I'm just a little lost.
Now he's just messing around now.
Yeah.
Wow. What happened there? I couldn't hear.
You're good.
He's hitting buttons. We got on a marketing tear because of, I think, the Paul brothers. What do you think about the Paul, Logan Paul, with Zoo? What's that thing? Zoo. You know, so
No, I don't, dude.
I'm done. We're done.
I have literally no idea.
You don't know who's CoffeeZilla called out?
Oh,
Logan Paul
now
for
I
what?
do. Yes,
You're fucking sitting there like a jerk off.
dude. Did you know what he was talking about?
Nick, you knew exactly
He said, you know-
who they are. You know what they did.
CoffeeZilla and Zoo.
What did Logan Paul get vilified on the internet for?
Hanging somebody on the tree?
No, that was
Okay.
earlier. For fucking the crypto zoo. That's what.
Okay, now I know what you're saying. Yes,
Oh, I didn't know.
but you said Logan Paul and Zoo. I had zero. I did. I had zero idea what you were talking about.
And
dude.
you were just out to
And then
lunch
you said
today.
you don't know who CoffeeZilla is. Oh.
He's out to lunch. He's not paying attention. And next time, don't come to the show. Because you really are, Nick. You knew exactly when I said Logan Paul. Cause we watch the internet every single day, probably 15 hours. That's
I know,
all that's
but
ever
right
on
now
it.
you're kind of stringing things together, and it is a little
I
confusing. Jameson. No or yes? Was that confusing?
I don't even
that
know about
one
the crypto
question
shit.
was a little confusing. I didn't know.
So
You
what,
said
he
Logan Paul Zoo?
fucked people on
I
crypto?
said that. What do you think of Logan Paul, the marketer,
Yeah.
on the? I couldn't the issue him with big time. You know, he's
Crypto.
Crypto. What do you think of that?
I didn't hear about it. I just know that he really kind of fucked a lot of people up, like with their
Fucked
money.
him over. Where did you hear that?
YouTube. Check
Just a
internet.
show,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
And what do you think of
Podcast.
it? What do you think him doing that?
I saw a like spongy apology video that he made about it.
Do you think he should pay now, forget the legal aspect, right? How about the FaZe Bank? FaZe. I'm learning about them. Not a fan. How about FaZe stealing all that money from for the crypto? You don't care? I just want to know what you guys think, both of you.
I didn't see shit about the FaZe one. Did you?
Yeah,
He
I
told
know
me
it
about
is.
it.
Yeah, I know it is.
I'm not.
I just also don't.
He
care.
said
This
they
is my-
stole more than
My opinion is
Logan Paul.
my opinion is that
Banks?
no, I don't think Banks was involved. It was a bunch of side characters that
Yeah.
did it.
I heard a little something. I'm not too sure though.
I don't think Banks was involved.
I don't think. I would hope not.
But yeah, everyone who was involved definitely kind of is not around anymore.
Yeah.
And one of them was involved that was just involved in like got kicked off, banned from Fortnite from using like aimbots and stuff.
Oh, Jarvis.
Jarvis, yeah. So it was like
He's
his
actually
crew.
boxing now, dude. He's
Oh,
fucking
nice.
shit up, yeah.
So he was botting.
Jarvis phased. No, he wasn't botting the way you
You
think.
just said botting.
I
Somebody,
said he
like,
was
aimbot.
aimbotting. It's
Like,
not
yeah.
view botting.
Oh, that's the
So
one.
when he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
in
yeah,
tournaments
yeah.
winning money, he was cheating.
Yeah.
So they banned him.
I blame the regulatory people on that because.
Oh yeah, back to the crypto. Yeah, I don't care because if you have money to invest in cryptocurrency and you lose it, like big deal.
I mean,
you should have. You're investing.
You, that's what you go into
Yeah.
investments doing.
Oh, you
I
tricked
could
me.
gain, but
Well,
I could lose. So
Yeah. Well, why did
It's
you
not a
get tricked on
guarantee
that make believe stock?
No, I agree with that because people
Yeah.
just need an excuse why they lost their money.
They're
I
acting-
wasn't stupid. They did it.
Yeah, they're acting like these kids were 14 years old, like that got their money stolen from them. These are grown adults that have to be investing in the stock market.
But
So-
here's where I'm going to go against that now. Do you know what the stock and when you a pump and dump is called? You know what a pump and dump
Yeah, that's
is in
what
the
we're
stock
talking
market?
about. That's what happened with FaZe coin.
Okay, what is a pump and dump?
So when that's kind of what we're talking about.
Well,
When-
tell me what a pump and dump is. I don't know.
well,
I know, but I want
I know.
to
I
your
just. I
opinion
thought
is.
we all knew the pump
Well,
and
tell
dump.
the people what
I'm
a pump and
trying
dump is.
to, Larry.
Okay, go ahead.
The FaZe coin pump and dump was like 7 people. And you're not. Don't come back at me with like, here's the legal term. This is what happened with the FaZe pump and dump. And Logan Paul's was a pump and dump. FaZe is more. FaZe pump and dump, they had 7 FaZe members telling all their fans that this is the new coin, FaZe coin. It's a charity, FaZe coin. So they all got all their fans to invest in it, and they were already invested in it at a low price. And as soon as it hit the fucking top, they all pulled out. And then the stock market...
Who pulled out?
FaZe market.
So
FaZe did.
Why are you blaming anybody, or if you're not blaming, because...
Who am I blaming?
So you don't think nobody did anything wrong? That's what I'm asking.
No, I don't give a fuck about that coin. I think if you believe, you have to be 18 years old to invest and make an account. You have to be. So
Do you know pump and dump's illegal?
Yeah, but I don't care if you got fooled by it.
You don't care that it's illegal?
I don't care that you lost your money from a pump and dump.
Are you say okay? Do you know what an IPO is?
Tell me. I've heard it.
It's in the
But
stock
it's
market.
on your phone, you know. So
No, it's not.
okay.
Look at my phone.
I know. What's an IPO?
IPO is initial public offering for a company.
Okay.
Okay. When I was a
I
bad
just
guy
told
in the
you,
mob,
so.
people robbed 200 million, right? A lot of it went to jail. A lot of people went to jail because they were pumping and dumping. Pumping, dumping is falsely raising something, okay, by lies. Can't do it. That's SEC regulation.
It's kind of like FaZe Clan telling all their fans that this is the new coin.
Oh,
And
you can do that.
Yeah, but not with the intention of people getting to invest for you to dump the entire, for you to pull out.
So they basically,
They didn't do anything illegal because they would have been charged.
They did. This was all illegal, and it's still an ongoing investigation.
Okay.
We watched.
didn't you just say pump and dumping was illegal?
It's illegal.
And they pumped
Right,
and dumped.
so that's
Hold
what-
on. I hate getting lawyery, but they're wide open in the internet, right? Okay.
I don't know what that meant. And that's
They're not hiding it. They're not going to a stadium and
They're making everything public and they're out there.
they are in front of.
Audience.
It's not like
I
they
think we
went
need
to
to
Shea Stadium and it's a private, not private, or an event to pay for, or not even pay, but they go. Not many people are going to know about that. So the SEC investigators watched every single Logan Paul show to find out. That's why Logan Paul, when he comes out with a statement, you know what he says? I can't discuss that because that's under investigation.
because he pumped and dumped.
He might have not. He's not charged with it. So he's not, of course.
So he's not going to talk about it.
He's not going to talk because he don't want to incriminate himself. His lawyers
Well,
shut him out.
his was more of just like it never really came out. The FaZe.
His was almost like a
The FaZe
fraud.
was a word for word pump and dump, and they're all still dealing with it. It's like it was bar for bar a pump and dump. We watched the video.
Not one of them were charged with a pump and dump.
Okay.
Were they?
A lot of people aren't, dude. You know.
Again, you're right, but
Okay.
if they know about it and you know about it, and guaranteed it's a
Now,
pump
how are
and
you
dump.
going to prove it?
That's what
Exactly.
it's not. It's
That's what
not
I'm
a pump
saying.
and dump. Was O.J. Simpson guilty of murder?
Mm-hmm.
No, he wasn't. Never. He was found innocent.
Well, in the court case, yeah.
That's the one that counts, the criminal case. Do you believe he did it? Maybe you do. I don't think he did it.
You don't think he...
Not at all. I don't think he was there.
He killed her.
I don't even think he was there.
This is somewhere we don't. You know, it's not going to change.
Legally, he's innocent.
He's innocent.
Yeah. And that's all I
That's
care
all that
about.
matters.
Right.
Illegal, but...
Well, no. What really matters is public perception.
Absolutely.
If I said that somebody diddled a kid and the whole world believes it and they didn't, it's still true. You know, they still diddled the kid.
But then, if you thought it was in malice, you sue that guy for defamation,
Yeah,
and you
but we
win a
didn't get
lot
that.
of money.
Yeah.
Especially a Logan
But this
Paul
is just, I'm talking
loses his
about,
reputation.
Yeah, I'm just
loses
talking about
500
perception.
million.
I'm just talking about perception.
But again,
because at that end, it's perception. Nobody's going to care.
You might have to cut this out, but in like 20 minutes, we have to wrap it up soon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're going. Yeah, we're pretty far into this.
Oh, good. Yeah. We'll be all right.
Keep it up for a bit.
No. I'll tell you what I learned today. What did you learn today?
I learned that it's very difficult to have a debate with Larry Lawton.
Okay. What did you learn today?
I mean, I've been through this, so not.
What did you learn? Nothing?
No, I mean, it's a difficult debate when you don't want to see the. I think
Other side of
the other side. I don't. Think
I don't want. I'm
Larry.
loving
No,
it.
here. I just very nicely. I think you've lived a life that nobody else has, and you do find it very difficult to just put yourself in somebody else's shoes. I couldn't put myself in your shoes.
I
in the
have
mob
empathy
days.
out the ass.
That's not what I said at all.
That's what you're saying. Not
No,
caring
I
about
didn't.
somebody else's
No.
shoes.
I'm not caring about somebody else's shoes. That's not what I said.
What?
I said putting yourself in their shoes.
You don't have-
I think you care about their shoes a lot. I think you care about people a lot. I do. And I'm not being me. I think you lived a lifestyle that one fucking grain of rice in the bucket has lived. You know? And that's why I don't think
You think I'm a one-off?
Dude, that's not what I'm saying. You're just trying to argue.
No, the
Everything I
reason
just
I'm
said-
asking,
No,
I'm going to bring
I'm thinking
people.
you're-
I want you
I
to
think
be the
you're-
same way when I bring another 62-year-old, my brother.
Dude, we were just in here with the 62-year-old talking about all the same
David?
stuff. No, Cabby Bob was
yeah.
62.
I would have loved to hear about you talked about Cabby Bob about this.
We did off. I just said we.
I can't wait till Cabby Bob hears this show.
Larry, we talked about it off screen, and I was just very nice about it. This
He
is
said,
not.
"I really don't
I'm
believe
not
this. This is a
talking
show."
shit. I'm not talking shit on you, but you've lived an insane life that no one can kind of comprehend, except for maybe like 5 other people in the world. You know, so. We can't really put yourself in your shoes, but you're one person. But I don't believe that you can put yourself into other people's shoes and look this way. And I'm not saying you're ignorant, dumb. I'm just saying that you've seen a lot of shit that nobody else has, you know? And when I say something, it's maybe sometimes it just doesn't register.
Okay, is that what you learned? Okay, that's good.
No, I didn't learn that. I've known that.
I'm glad.
No.
And I'm
And
telling honestly what I learned.
don't get offended by it.
I'm not. Can I answer now?
I mean, I wasn't done, but yeah.
Okay, well, keep going.
I was just saying.
What did you learn?
No, I'm done.
That
I'm
question
good,
was,
yeah.
what did you learn today? Nothing?
No, not really, no.
Okay.
Nothing.
You learned nothing. You learned that it's hard to argue with me. I learned how either our school system is so messed up
Absolutely.
that they didn't teach you guys about the
I've
actual
told you
social
1,000.
studies and stuff.
I've told you
Either-
1,000 times. I went to a private Catholic school where you
That
would get
sucked.
where you would get suspended for talking about politics, and you always want to talk about politics with me, Larry. I didn't grow up in a school where it was allowed to talk about politics.
Okay, gotcha. Why don't you educate yourself now?
I don't want to. I
Okay.
don't care.
You should not have the right to vote.
Good.
Really?
You want my right? Yeah, I'll give it to you.
I have my own right. I get votes.
Okay.
I can rig an election.
It's just I don't know why you're so upset about me.
I'm telling you what I learned.
Okay.
I learned that at your age, and just watching you in this thing, you're kind of thinking it a little more. And I think it takes your generation, 17, 18, to start processing it, maybe talk to somebody else about it. And that's how you evolve.
Right.
In anything you do, that's how you evolve. You don't just have an answer. You have to research it. You read.
Exactly. So
It takes a lot of research and stuff.
Absolutely.
For you. I mean, just.
But
you know,
when you so our school systems, let's agree with that. This is my opinion. The school systems failed you guys on that. They don't
Right.
give you the structure. We had to go through all that. Look at this. Did you know a guy like his friend who became a naturalized citizen today? When did it? This year?
few months. Yeah.
Whatever it is. He had to study for an exam to know what we're talking about.
yeah,
We all took the exam.
My stepdad.
Who
had to
did?
do it.
I didn't take it.
I mean, every school in America has to take that exam.
Yeah.
The citizenship exam.
Well, the what exam?
It's like a citizenship exam. Everyone has to take it.
If you graduate
High school.
high school,
Yeah,
is that it?
it's
I
part
mean,
of
it's
the-
in it. It's in the
part,
curriculum.
It's part of the curriculum. Yes. Yeah.
So-
it's part of the GED. Yeah.
It's like math, and nobody knows math when they graduate.
Yeah, exactly.
I
mean, I passed mine barely, probably, but dude, I don't know.
would you say that? What's his name? Your friend. What's his
Peso.
name? Would you say Peso knows more about that stuff than you?
I mean, it's been 3 months, so probably not.
Wow, he's now telling his friend he's got a really short memory.
No, I'm just saying he probably just wanted a citizenship.
Yeah.
Do I think he's going to go vote? I mean, maybe for the experience. Do I think he's going to be a voter? No, I don't know. Probably not.
I think people.
But this is just
believe,
my life,
yeah,
my
it's not-
friends.
but that's your opinion.
I never said that was fact. None
No.
of I've been saying none of this is facts. This is just my environment.
I'm learning that
I was brought up in.
I'm learning. I actually learn. I don't even know what's the word learn. I totally believe the school systems are failing the kids. But I also don't know why there is no motivation to understand.
It's not put in our face. It's not marketed right.
To understand what?
The system, how it works, and why you should get involved.
Well, because I feel like, the schools...
You don't think it's a money issue? You say, fuck, I don't got the time. I got to work.
If burning down a neighborhood and rioting doesn't work, like what really does?
Burning down a what?
A neighborhood and rioting doesn't work, like what really does?
Burning down a neighborhood? Is that what you said?
Like all these riots, like, weren't those like supposed? I would feel like that's more impactful than a vote, and it didn't really do anything either.
Absolutely, it has. Changed policing a lot. Cameras and certain things happen.
So.
Again, things happen and they take time. The country is only 240 years
So let's see what
old.
our generation does in 10 more years. I don't want to be a part
I'm
of
looking at his generation, and I'm looking at your generation. Didn't do shit.
Dude, it takes time, bro.
10 years.
Dude, you guys have fucking an iron fist over everything, and I'm done with this conversation.
God,
you know?
Okay, you're done. Now I'm gonna say what I'm learning. It kind of confuses me because I don't hang or know people, even young people, when I talk to them, have zero drive to make change. You know who shocks me good in a great way? A friend of mine. He's 33 years or 35, and he runs for politics. Now, he's only 7 years older than Nick. He could sit here and tell you the budget of the city and how it works.
But why?
Go ahead.
Why do you say that younger people don't strive for change?
Because he doesn't see it personally.
The change that they want are just in different ways than what you want. Like you said, the school systems are corrupting younger kids.
How do you change it?
Yeah, how does a fucking kid in school, in middle
I didn't
school
say
change
kid. I said when you can get old enough.
Well, right, okay. Yeah, well, there's people fighting against the school. There's many people trying, but it's not. It's
how
not
does
the
it get
school.
done?
It's a government thing. It's state. Yes, the schools are ran by the
Public
state.
schools are government.
Yes, public schools are ran by the state.
Of course, but they're run by the county and the state and then the county. Do you know Brevard Public Schools? Guess who controls Brevard?
Yeah,
Public
no, but
Schools?
if your state says you can't, if your state
Not
says
you,
you
your
can't do the
parents.
Pledge of Allegiance,
Well, okay, I guess
every school that's
you do
taking
control that.
every school that's taking government funds, which is public schools, have to abide by the government's
exactly,
law
and
what they
that's
want.
where I come from because in
That's
Ohio,
why you guys should vote.
We get why we should. I just don't care.
If Joe Biden's fucking up, whoever is fucking up the school systems and kids, and your kid's gonna go to school, how do you get him out?
you don't send them to school. You homeschool
You
them.
vote them. Vote by now.
Bro, yeah.
Okay,
But
so
it
but
goes
like
even
I
down
said,
low.
Larry,
But here's where it goes. You got to understand this, and we'll go.
all right, that's cool.
It goes down this road. Do you know who runs the public school system in Brevard County?
No.
The Brevard School Commission. They're voted on. It's
Okay.
4-year votes. Big. They have meetings. It's
And they get
huge.
money from the government.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So
when they
think
run
They
it,
run. We understand that the government's not running every school individually. They
No,
are taking
the people
government.
are running it.
I know, and they're
Put it
taking
this way,
government
Larry.
funds.
Think about it. So, and I'm gonna say the same shit again because it's true. Like you just said about, if my kid's going to the school system or whatever, how you change it. Like I said, all right. So I put a fucking vote in, and then pray to Jesus that my kid's still going to school with the same bullshit, and I just put a vote in. It's not going to change overnight, not next year, or not even in 2
oh, yes,
years.
the next election.
Just because Jameson put a vote in.
If Jameson's on the right side,
I understand that. and
There
I
you
understand where
go.
you're
But
coming
there,
from.
there you go.
what?
The right side.
More
That's the
votes.
one that's
I don't
gonna
mean
win.
corrupt. Why should they change if more people disagree with you? They shouldn't change, right?
I mean, look at it and look how many people are disagreeing with the presidential election, like Trump and Biden. That's a big debate. Look at all the people that are disagreeing with
And
them.
that's great, but one at November will have more votes.
Yeah.
And then you're going to know who was right.
Look at last election.
We know who was right. You can never say an election was
was it
wrong.
right if he's
'cause
not running again?
At that time, Jameson, 55 million people voted for Trump or whatever. Numbers don't matter. He had more, whatever it was, than you.
Yeah.
Would I take your position?
But
it's just cut and dry.
I don't know. That's just another.
I don't
circle.
think. I'm just letting you
Another
know.
circle?
I don't know if you guys are just too young to care.
Then let's.
It's not even like
We're just beating a dead horse, really.
it's not even that. I guess,
really?
dude.
Okay.
It's not even that. Okay, I guess
I
I don't
this.
care enough to fucking break my back and bend over and go out there and
So you,
you guys need to vote. Vote right now. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think.
And now, how do you want us to say a different
That's what I'm
answer?
saying.
'Cause we're
Like, I
not-
mean,
that's what we think.
So, okay, let me put it
kind of
this way.
sad because I'm a history buff and people died for the right to vote and to make changes and vote. And the concept, our forming of the United States of America, breaking away from England.
It is sad. I agree with you. It is sad.
And
But
these-
it's also sad how at one point our country was absolutely like it was America. It was the dream country.
Yeah, I think
Now,
it started
let's
falling
stop
apart before
that.
I could even
Fuck
vote.
yeah.
Wait a
really.
minute, let's stop that bullshit. We stole the country from the Indians.
No,
Don't
I
get me
think
on that.
I think it started falling apart long before I could even vote. Really.
I disagree.
And
First of
now
all, I
you
think-
want me to clean up a mess?
A long,
you want me to
long
clean
time
up a mess? I don't want to clean up a mess. I'm good, bro.
What country is the best country in the world, in your opinion?
Not here. I mean,
You don't think America's the best country in the world?
no.
Who is?
I'll say America just because that's all I know, really.
Okay, if you say it is, then
Well, that's all I know. So
Romania is pretty solid.
what? Romania?
Their government.
Have you forget the government? It's not a stable government.
I'll forget the government. You know.
Have
Fuck
you
the
looked
government,
into?
right?
Have you looked into
They don't
their
mean nothing.
taxes? Their fee. Romania has one of the highest taxes. Do you know this country?
Could you look
Do you
this
know
up, please?
Switzerland's got a 90% tax?
Look at Thailand though.
It's on fire.
Thailand, what is what?
It's beautiful and it's cheap, and you don't.
And they're
have
gonna
people
get
like
bombed
that.
on in the next 6 months
These are
by
just
China.
make believes.
Huh?
These are just make believes.
Yeah.
What are you talking? He's asking me a question about China. You're telling
No,
me
he
make
said
one.
he said, "What about Thailand?" You said, "What about Thailand? They're going to get
Right.
bombed in the next 6 months by China." These are just Trump make believes,
Okay.
dude. You're on fire, bro.
Let me ask you a question. If you don't think the country's the best, are you gonna move out? You can say yes. I will, maybe.
Realistically, probably not. But I
So
would
you're
like
gonna
to.
be one of those fucking guys who go to work every day. Say, fuck the country. I can't wait to my vacation. I'm on the beach.
Dude,
You gonna want to live like that?
No.
Okay. Have a fucking passion for something.
it's like a dad telling you, "Why the fuck
I
didn't
am
you
a
do?
dad.
Why the fuck didn't you do your homework?" It's like it wasn't done, dude. It's not
I'm
going to be
I'm
done.
not picking on
I
you.
did.
No,
I
like,
failed
you
the
know,
grade.
I'm
Like,
very proud of you, to be honest. Just let me give a background here on
That's
Jameson.
what we should've- yeah.
And I gotta say that Jameson is a young man. I know again through my nephew, who is the stepfather, and with his mom and stuff. I've watched him already for a few years. I watched you, and I liked him from the start. One, because he wanted to get involved in things, whether it's coming here doing things and making get on what we're doing, a song, all the kind of stuff. And I'm very proud of him. He has a baby now. And when I saw him last night, all I kept thinking in that RV was, man, this kid's going to make it. Because he would tell him, we had a long talk for 2 hours about his future and everything else that I'm going. He's got that. He cares about the baby. He's got his, are you married? Probably not, right?
No.
Yeah. Well, that's normal today. But you are. Like, it's your girl.
Yeah,
right?
I get.
And everything we talked about was never, no, we're going to get it. I'm going to make money. And then after I make more money, I can, remember you said about houses. If something in that plan, what you thought, didn't work, would you give up?
No.
How would you pivot?
I mean, that's. Kind
I'm not trying to give you dead end questions.
No, but
I'm proud of you.
it's kind of
but I
like-
think you guys are, even him, I think you guys are just young.
You gotta. That's a broad question.
I know. It's
How-
just
how are
kinda,
you
at
gonna
this point,
pivot?
it's just kind of seeming like you're old. Like, I'm sorry, but like, dude, you're asking us the same. Like,
It's the same question in a different way.
They're the most
Because
open-ended questions that if they're not your way, it is the highway, bro. Like, what do you
Not
want
at
to
all.
say?
In what
You tell us
situation?
what
How
we
would
wanna
I
say.
pivot? Like, if
Are you a U.S. citizen?
What exactly?
Is Taco
Hey,
U.S.
when it
citizen?
he says.
Or peso?
He said, when it comes down to it, would you pivot? Pivot what? If
That's
you,
what I'm saying.
exactly-
Like, does
what,
my mom
bro?
die?
No.
Did I lose my
Hold on,
job? Did I lose my house?
What I meant
Like-
in job, pivot how to get the change. Like if the cement industry dropped salaries to $3 an hour and you had no other talent, you had to stay there. You better change why the union or whatever. That's how unions. First of all, that's how unions came about. Right. People don't know that. So, and I'm a believer in unions because they get the collective people together. They vote that asshole. You having a hard time, Nick? No, get up. I'll hit the button.
I'm not on camera right now, dude.
Why not?
Because it's on multicam, so whoever's talking, the edit is gonna show who's talking.
You don't put the group camera?
No, we haven't. We used to do one shots, and now today it's 3.
Do you care what we're talking about or no?
Yes, I'm involved. Yeah, but we're going kind of in circles.
Okay.
And I think
again, I'm gonna end the show. First of all, thank you for coming. It's late, and again, proud of you, a beautiful baby. Good luck there. I kind of said hello to your girl. She was sleeping on the couch in the RV. Seemed very nice.
How was that first flight with the baby?
Dude, she didn't cry at all.
It was perfect.
Wow. You know why? Because you know how many people looked at you when you walked on with that baby? Hope he's not here.
That's cool.
When we were young, you had to go with a suit and tie.
To a plane?
People dressed up to go to the plane.
Oh, wow.
Everyone
dresses down as much as possible now.
Look at us with sweatpants. I don't have underwear, socks. No, you didn't have to, of course, but everybody did.
It was kind of like a class thing.
Exactly.
I made it on the plane. You didn't just take me.
Exactly. Yeah. We didn't. I never flew. I didn't flew until I was in the military.
Yeah.
I dressed up the first time I went on a plane. Not like in a suit and tie, but I looked fucking fresh.
Right.
And then after that, I was like, this is so dumb.
Did you go with your parents?
No.
Oh, really?
I've never flown with my parents. Yeah. No,
when did you fly for the first time?
I was
a kid.
I was young.
Yeah.
But like,
my first time
I was flying by myself. Go ahead.
No, go.
I was just flying by myself since I was like 12.
Oh, really? They're just putting you on?
You know why I'm proud of that? I mean, my son and my brother's son who's dead, my son was 5.
That's wild, dude.
Wait, 5. But back then, they let the parents walk the kid on the plane.
I love it.
Sit down. The plane.
Well, they had a lady.
The plane would sign, and they would have a chaperone.
And then like aunt would be waiting or something.
Right. They had to have him, and it had to have a name and a number, and a chaperone.
Yeah. Because
I was like, they have to have an auntie like waiting.
But you know, when my brother's son turned 12, he was very close with me. And every summer I took the kids. So little Davey was named, and when he hit 12, then they let him go and take my son at 6.
Damn.
That's okay.
12, you're giving responsibility to a 12-year-old?
Yeah,
my brother and I were sitting at home alone, for sure.
You were latchkey kids.
Oh, yeah. I literally went to latchkey. Like, that was a thing that was offered for my mom that since she worked so many hours that
it was like a daycare.
The school after would make sure that they were around until she came to pick us up, which was like 7 or 8.
Does that happen to you?
Somewhat, but like not like that.
But it's the same system?
Situation, yeah.
But
I had more help toward like with grandma and grandpa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like mom would get off at like 8.
That's
8:30,
awesome.
9.
It's always cool.
Yeah. Well, you know, back in the day, a lot of grandparents helped out. Everything. Mm-hmm. To this day, our generation, my generation, we start getting, and I have to get through my own issues, get mad at our kids for not having to do what we had to do.
It's kind of how this whole podcast went, really. If you think about it.
We get frustrated because they didn't have to go through the trials and tribulations we did. And that's wrong.
Okay, but like, isn't that what everybody like wants for the kid? I don't want my kid to go through what I went through. So,
let me ask you a question. If you hit the lottery, is your kid working?
No. I mean, obviously, yeah. If she,
what does he do?
He's gonna do what he does. Just because I hit the lottery doesn't mean you're not. You're gonna go figure out whatever you want to figure out.
Okay, so you want to make them work or do something to give them some discipline or whatever.
I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously, like if you're falling apart, I'm not gonna let you like fuck up.
They're not gonna starve.
Yeah, but like.
Goes to jail. What if he does? He robs
jewelry stores. Or it does get to the point where somebody probably has to starve to learn a lesson, dude. Seen it. It's electric.
That's war. That's what changes things. War changes everything. But
Well,
all right,
that was a dark 360 right after that, dude. We
Nope.
were talking about disciplining children.
well, they're going to
If
war.
they aren't behaving, send
I
them.
think they should send the kids
them
to
the
war for 14.
Send them to the coal mines.
No, I don't. I am
They
messing with
yearn
everybody.
for the mines.
I want to thank again, Jameson, Nick. I don't know. No, it was interesting to hear your thoughts. I don't know if it's because we're late and all this.
I don't know.
See, I'm saying it's interesting
podcast.
to hear your thoughts. I'm dying for this to come out Friday. I really am.
Am I?
I have a
Just
feeling.
talk.
Am I
What?
bugging? Like, is this
no.
like podcast? Like, not like. How do you feel about this podcast? Are
You
excited
talk
for it?
openly, bro.
I don't know.
You
I just this podcast isn't like.
Was it eventful or was it very
It
uneventful?
was just I feel like we were just circling back to the same.
No, I
same
think
question.
you guys.
And
Here we
think
go. We're
didn't
certain he's
get to
making a
point.
circle.
Because, let me put it this
I'll
way.
tell you what we're
Because
doing on this podcast.
I feel like that the same question was just asked in a different way multiple times to get a different answer.
No, but you stuck to the answer, right?
Right.
That's what made me make my decision that you guys are uneducated. Not because you're dumb.
No, because you couldn't persuade us.
No, wasn't persuaded. I gave you many options that this is where the audience, and here's what I'm going to do. This is not only going to be a podcast, and I'm telling you we're going to do this. We're going to cut this to a 20-minute.
No, dude. You know how
Dude,
you need to go to sleep, dude.
I'm
gonna cut this out. No, I know.
What are you cutting out?
Do you think this is a main video content? Do you think this is
Absolutely.
good content for a main video?
I want to show
No,
people.
don't tell him. Just
Tell me.
If you
So
say
are you putting
You
it-
don't want
Would
people
you
to see
put-
this?
Would you put this on your main channel?
Yeah.
just be honest.
I would cut it. No, it wouldn't be that long.
Personally, I was thinking like a couple podcasts. You should push them on your main channel because the shits you talk about, people are into podcasts.
I agree.
but like you only have 5,000 followers on this account.
10,000, yeah, but right.
You know what I mean? So I'm saying like
but there's a lot more on Spotify. and
if
all
you
that.
pushed it out, then
But I agree with you, and that's why I am telling you,
content wise, I think that could be.
we are gonna take this podcast, and we're gonna cut. I am gonna listen through it, and we're gonna take.
I hope you're involved then, because I don't.
I am gonna be off.
I don't know what I could cut for you to like make a point against us, because
I want the main audience to comment and reply and see. This is gonna show my audience how old they are too.
Why don't we just do a part 2 and double back, finish all the topics that we didn't cover because
We're not going to do a podcast because we have to stay on one topic on a 20-minute video. You can't go to Jake Paul and this and Crypto Zoo.
But like, what was like so like for 20 minutes of what we were
15
talking
minutes,
about?
whatever. I want to see.
What was it?
I'm telling you.
But
Can
we
you
better
say it louder?
stay on
Like,
one topic though. Like,
no,
you know what I mean?
what
Politics.
he's saying is we're gonna take this podcast and somehow trim it
Cut it
down
up
to make it a main
Not
video.
trim it down. Take the parts that take the Jake Paul crap out. Take the the other
But what
stuff.
parts?
The politics of why you don't vote. I think that would be a
Do
great
you think
video.
we got anywhere with it?
No.
I don't care. I want to see I want the people.
Okay, so it's a podcast. So
I want
You want the people to vote and see what they say. Got it. No,
Got it?
Yes.
And I'm going to do that. I'm going to look at a 15, 18 to 22 minute, whatever it's going to be at the politics. And I'm going to put a headphones on my trip up. And I am going to timestamp it. And we're going to put a little thing together. I'll tell people what we're doing. I want my main audience, who you get thousands of content, whatever, 500 comments, to see what they say. And they're young about you two. Because he's 27, you're 17, right? You're going to be 18, Wilson. So I want them to say, what don't they get? Or they might say, yeah, I agree with those guys. I don't give a shit about the country. That's when I moved to Costa Rica. Yeah. But do you agree they should? Then also, at the end of that video, I say, to see the whole podcast, come here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm going to introduce you two as the key figures in a debate on politics. It's going to be good. I love this idea.
That's smart.
It is smart. And I want to see what they say. And they're going to say, oh, that kid don't know shit, or he does, or Larry's too hard on him. They say it. They don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit.
No, that's of course not. What I'm getting at,
But
maybe,
I know what you mean. I get
Maybe
it.
you'll read a comment and say, yeah, I was an idiot. Because you'll hear it now. Now you're going to hear yourself. You're going to see you fighting me, or if not, which is good.
Yeah.
I think
never
really,
right. Like, maybe it was like kind of you fighting us.
Agree. Whatever.
Yeah,
if that's what the people say.
I think more of it was just kind of you wanting an answer that we were.
Let's make a bet.
Okay, let's make a bet. But let me ask you this question before we make this bet.
I love it.
So let's say the comments are, Larry's tripping. This didn't go anywhere. He's asking the same question. Blah 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 blah.
Great education for me.
Great education for you.
Absolutely.
So how are you going to take that information?
I would take that, and the next time I have an interview with not only you, whoever else, I'll cut myself short. When I first started podcasts and even YouTube videos, interviews really, I got a phone call from a friend of mine. He said, Larry, let them fucking talk.
No shit.
Then I got another phone. Wait. Kind of funny. Then,
pretty funny, dude.
Then I interviewed the number 2 porn star. Her name is Jane Wild. She does a lot of anal porn. And I had another guy call me, a very good friend of mine named JJ. He says, Larry, your team blew it. He talked about it on the show once. Because your team sucks. He said. He wasn't on the team. He says, every one of those guys' jobs should have been to make you look good, give you the right information, keep following it, get up with a question. They, the 5 guys we had, are all putting all the weight on you, and you can't do it. Because I asked the questions that were stupid. You know, what section are you liking? Instead of trying to get to a deep interview, why would someone go into porn, whether it's a moral issue that she abuses a kid? He goes, you had such opportunities to open that up to people to give the intake of why a person would do porn or whatever. He goes, and I was there the whole show, and it was at Carill's house. And he said, I'm sitting there at the board watching kids text. He goes, why are they working for you? Larry said that. He told them that. He told the kid, Zach, what are you doing? Because they didn't give me, that's how, success. I want this because there's no bad answers, people. If they go to.
It seemed like we had bad answers today.
Okay, we'll find out. No, there's no. A bad answer, Nick, is if somebody got hurt or something over that answer. The answers we got.
But like,
the answer's got to be educational.
Dude, you can talk, bro.
Educational, but like, okay, so like, let me ask this. So,
I don't think any.
But like, I feel like today, compared to the other couple podcasts that I've done previously, I feel like today the answers were a little bit shit to you. I feel like you were hurt. I feel like you were getting like.
But we were just telling the truth, and we couldn't change our answer.
You're telling your truth, and that's true.
And you're telling your truth,
absolutely,
which is true.
Like I said, that comes with the big age gap between us.
Well, that's why my age group my demographics are your age group. So it's going to be great to see.
I think we just need to let the people. Let the people run it.
What I say by no bad answer.
And I think they're not going to say it's right or wrong. They're just going to be like, this went nowhere, bro.
Yeah. I don't. I think they're going to take a piece.
I feel like this podcast could have went a whole couple different ways. And I feel like the way this podcast ended up, we started.
Do you know why it won't? You know why I wouldn't let it? Because I'm not going to let your opinion of why you wouldn't vote taint, in my opinion, the people out there. Why wouldn't
then why ask it, bro?
Because
you know the answer.
Because people are going to say, and every interviewer says, he let him off the hook. He didn't. Why? Why wouldn't you say, why wouldn't you want to know about the country's founding?
I don't think anyone would say,
we're going to find out.
You just let him off the hook. I think people are going to say.
I get it.
And what I said by no bad answer is because if they come back and say to me, Larry, you're a fucking asshole, some will, it's not a bad answer for me. It's education for me. If there's enough people there that say, Larry, you got to calm down. The kids don't know. They're 17, they're 27, and they've never been anywhere. Yeah. You've been all over the world. You're in the military, in prison. You know a lot. I want that answer. If that's the answer, then I'm going to tame it down the next time I talk to you when you're 27 and there's another 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you guys get the bad fucking answers, good answers. I hope you have it in yourself to say, maybe I was wrong. Let me look into something.
But the thing is kind of
Maybe
like
you won't,
what we're
and then
trying to
that's
say.
That's where the research comes. You know what I mean? That's
Well,
where you
again,
gotta take that shit.
maybe you might say,
But
enough
we're kind of on the same page. I think that like the majority answer isn't going to be right or wrong. It's going to be this went nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
I disagree.
And that's okay.
Okay, so back to the little bet.
Yeah, let's get a bet.
Before you close it off.
Good.
What are we going to do? You bet what? That
I
you're
bet
right?
more people.
Shocker.
No. I bet more people who comment
Okay.
agree with my side of the arguments. Deal?
But
And that's your,
I get okay, but I
your
bet
demographics.
right, and I bet that
They
they're
consider
gonna
mine.
they're gonna comment and they're gonna
I don't think they're gonna.
You're daddy. You're the host of the show. This is all your shit. So
Oh,
you know
don't
what
pull
I mean?
that.
I'm not pulling nothing.
My audience tells me, Larry, you look fat.
But the thing
You know,
we're
you
saying is like
They say
they're
that
gonna
shit-
say we're wrong, but they're also gonna say it just went no. You weren't proving
I
anything.
think he's
you
right
weren't
with the
giving
lie.
us
Nowhere.
any information that was actually useful. I feel like. Do you? I don't know. Now, what's your opinion?
I mean, before he has a stroke, I think that it went nowhere.
Do you see what we're doing right now?
I see what we're doing.
No. And the people are watching that.
They're seeing.
And they're going to say, no, it went somewhere. We know you
It
guys
was
are idiots.
It's going somewhere now.
No, you
to
guys were
Andy.
idiots. I think they're going to say these
You sound
kids
just so
need...
closed off, bro. I don't know.
Who?
You sound very closed off right now.
I'm not closed. I'm telling you. Why am I closed off?
Just
you-
let the people judge.
Yeah,
Let the
exactly. You're
people
saying
judge.
just like
Well, you
where's
want to make
this
a bet.
information?
So that's
Let's
the
make
bet.
the bet. So what's
if
the bet?
people
If
think
the people
my
think
side...
pick your side and say that you were more.
Larry, you were right.
But
Okay.
your bet isn't that we were right. What's your side of the
Yeah,
bet? What's your bet?
I
you
don't
think you're right.
I don't think I don't give a shit whether I'm right or wrong.
I didn't
Exactly.
say that. See, don't take it like that.
I know. I think that.
I don't give a shit if I'm right or wrong.
I think the
seems like
comments
you
are
do.
going to be that you guys this was a fucking like all over the place podcast. I think they're going to say that this wasn't. They weren't on topic and they
Okay, I'll
didn't
bet-
go in.
I'll
Because
bet-
the
I'll
thing
bet
is, we
you
weren't
that
trying
you're
to
wrong. I'll
prove
tell you
right.
why.
Okay.
We were never trying to prove ourselves right. Larry.
Absolutely.
Not
We were-
one time.
we
I'll
were
tell
just
you why I
trying-
think you're wrong.
The
We
question
were just
was
trying to answer the fucking
the question. And yeah,
I was just trying
none
to
of our
answer.
real answers we gave were right.
I want to,
and ask the question that I wanted answered. No, go for it.
and we did. I did.
Yeah, actually, and that's all I'm saying.
So I answered the question, and the bet's going to be that I think more people are going to say either you guys are idiots or Larry's an idiot. If that's the case, we're going to consider that a negative, right?
And if you get fewer
Positive content.
positive comments,
If I get fewer comments than you guys, I lose. But yeah,
what's
you
the
both
bet
on the
here?
same time.
but what's the bet?
What do we want to bet? This is going to be in the
what do you
books.
want? Exactly. So what do you want? What do you want out of this? Because
Because
got a
again,
couple
our bet
things.
isn't that we're right or wrong. Our bet
I
is
got a bet.
What?
If I am right, you both have to take a American course on how the functioning of the United. I mean, a real one at F. I will look up the course.
Oh dear, jeez.
Is that it? Is that good? What do you people think? I bet.
Run it. I'm.
Were you good?
I'm good with that. I'll do the fucking
And,
course.
and
don't
you
have
will
to. I'll
do the
it for both of
research.
us.
Remember?
I'll do the fucking research
Listen, I'm not
myself.
saying you have to go pay for a course.
Absolutely.
You have to answer questions that now going to make you think. That's what I want.
Okay.
I want to educate you both more.
All right.
Now, what do you want from me? Cigars? No. Are you good with that bet?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you good with the bet? I want to hear it on here.
I'm literally good with anything that goes on right now besides talking about politics. I don't.
Nick, I just asked you.
I
Are
know,
you good
and
with the
I said,
bet?
yeah,
Good.
sure, dude.
None.
But don't try to flip the bet when you know.
Where's the flip the bet?
You flip
This
every
is on the
time I've bet
podcast.
anything. Every time I've bet anything, if it's on.
Oh,
or off.
now he's going to go.
He likes to go. Oh well, that's
so are
not
you
what I
posting
meant.
this on your main channel then?
Yes. The part
But
we're gonna play-
but it's on footage that you have to help, dude. I don't know how
I said
Could you
it.
cut this up into a main
Did
video?
I
with me?
say?
No.
Listen, you guys, we're only talking about a 25-minute video.
And then
Out of 2 hours of talking.
On the podcast there. You know, like the
he's gonna,
interesting one.
He's gonna learn how to cut his points that he was trying to make.
Wow. If I did that, that's a win.
Good, yeah, I trust you.
That's a win.
Well,
What do you want from me?
I'll let the comments help me out with that one. because
let the yeah. They can determine the prize.
But
they're gonna say do nothing to laugh.
Well,
exactly. It's already,
no, they might do bad. They hang them. But here's the part of the bet I want from both of you: is it gonna be on a main channel video or a podcast video?
Probably the main channel video for the bet.
I think that because it's just politics.
Yeah,
you just try to switch up. Really, it was always the main. It was always main.
Yeah.
Right?
No, we said
no,
podcast.
we didn't. No.
Oh boy,
it was always a main. Jameson, was it not? Or
yeah, you said main.
I said it after. We're gonna cut up. Yes, but
this was originally going to be the podcast channel.
Right,
but
we changed it.
Stick with me.
That's what we stick with the main video.
With the main,
and I still need something I have to do. I gave you what I want from both of you. You got to give me something. You can't let the people. They get psychos.
You'll get your lyrics too soon.
Put the thing in there. What?
Put what thing in there?
What do you want from me?
Thing
talking? I meant talking to the mic.
I just said that we're gonna let the comments pick.
And then you
said, you can't do that.
Okay, fine. Help me out, Nick. What?
No, I don't like.
They can't even make a decision on the thing.
I just don't think we care.
Let me light your ass up with an airsoft gun.
Why don't you go vote?
Go vote. My ass.
No, go ahead.
What
do you want me to do?
No, if we win, you have to go vote.
I can't. I go to prison.
You have to.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's it.
All right, so
give me something.
I would much rather just the fans figure it out.
No.
I love that. I'd like them to don't get scared now, big boy.
Hate me and they
don't get scared now, big boy.
Tell me what you want. You want to let the fans.
I think it's just now consistent that we just don't care about.
Oh, I care.
I know, but like
it's sad that you don't care.
Okay, and now here we back are, bro.
I'm not arguing. What do you want? Just give me something, guys. And we're closing.
So
if you can't think of any, that's the problem.
And then
you guys can't make a decision.
Let's figure out the
all right,
comments,
then you gotta go fucking. You gotta make a video.
I gotta fuck a girl on the block.
You can't get none. But
okay, then if I don't get one on this block,
what are we talking about at this point, dude?
If you
we've
don't
been
get
doing
one
this
on
for 2 hours.
If I don't get one from the block,
then you have to let me shoot you with an airsoft gun.
Good
for a video.
Good.
Light him
shirtless.
up, a whole clip.
Now you keep
no, it has to be shirtless.
No,
you didn't even have to. I would have imagined it would be shirtless. It has to be shirtless.
Yeah,
okay, done.
It has to be a full clip.
Hold on. No, you're getting shot, not machine
gun.
It's an air gun.
It's
an airsoft.
I'm gonna hold on. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Hold on.
We're gonna research. Can it really damage you?
No, it's an airsoft gun.
I don't know.
Buddy.
I don't know what they are.
No, you're
They're
good.
plastic
you're
little
fine.
BB
Kids
things.
play with them. Kids run around and play with them.
Okay.
That's the bet. The bet
they
is
hurt less than
if
paintball.
I lose, we're gonna make a video. Oh shit, this is bad because now people are gonna want to see me get hit.
You're gonna get
that was stupid, but I shook on it.
You did.
People, please protect me. And on the main video, I'm doing the editing. Those are good. All right, guys, have a great day. Again, James.
So again, guys, the main bet was. Were we going in circles or are we wrong? What was the vein?
Were we going in circles or was Larry's point more
and we just
respected?
Were being,
yeah.
No.
Are we degenerate fucks for not wanting to
or
vote?
Or kind of were we just going in circles?
Yeah.
With the original question, which is why don't you vote?
Just put L Nick, LJ, and W Larry.
Because the original question was why don't you guys vote? And then we gave an answer, and then it just like turned into an entire lecture on why we should.
I'm loving it because you didn't give an answer.
Because I don't.
Right? You don't care. I want people, and that's going in the video. Because you're going to be.
That's okay.
I think you got me good, and I'm proud of you again for being smart. You put me into a position to agree on something you know all the people are going to want to do. That me without shirt is one thing, and now getting smacked in the tit with a friggin' Air Force gun or whatever it is. And now they're going to say, make me right. I'm going to say, Larry was wrong. Don't you dare. And so anyway, that's the bet. Is that the bet? I'm going to go with it. I don't care. Well, yeah. All right, people. You're going to get the video in the next 3 weeks. The main video will come out, and I'll talk to you about it.
Don't touch anything.
All right, guys, please stay safe. Thanks again, Jameson. Really proud of you. Nick.
But it's definitely something you should hear.
All right, guys, take care.
This is The Real Deal with Larry Lawton.